Yeah.
So, you still with us, Arctic?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Godfather's going to attempt to hack on the fly the American.
All right. Sure.
Oh, I should probably check real quick. The kiosk on your way out where you would like pay and it raises the bar. Does that have a wireless signal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I was gonna try to hack on the fly the car, and let me check what its device rating would be. Oh, only has a pilot of 1. I think it has like 2 dice to resist.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pretty simple system.
2 dice to resist.
It uses edge and gets like 500, you lose.
How the fuck are people supposed to hang on to their vehicles if like it only takes 2 dice to resist? Like
I
you
mean,
could-
like that, I guess.
you could theoretically get past it with an intelligence of 1 and a single rank in computer. That's
Well,
fucking
heck,
useless.
You also need a cyber deck, and
Good
Ford
point.
America is a particularly shitty car. Like I was amazed when I saw it had a pilot of 1. But I mean,
All
so,
right.
yeah, I guess older cars have shitty pilots.
Plus, most people with their car, probably if they're using it, would subscribe it to their pan, so your pan would protect it.
Yeah.
And if
All
you're
right.
not driving it, theoretically the wireless is off. So,
Wait. Rats have an intelligence of 1. If you gave it 1 skill in computer, you could hack that car.
Basically, and the cyber deck. You gotta give it the cyber deck.
All right. So am I in?
You certainly are. You find yourself inside a car with torn vinyl seats, and it's got a bobblehead of Captain America up on the dashboard.
Yeah, he's going to start the engine and I guess manually pilot it out of the garage.
Yeah, brilliant. You drive it the way it's meant to be driven, but although it never has been driven, you click it out of automatic and put it into manual the very first time. It kind of breaks a bit of a dust seal that's built up over the years.
on the fucking shift.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly on the shift. Yeah, and so you're in manual and you're coming up to the exit ramp. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah,
The guy gets a
whispers,
text message.
Oh baby, they weren't treating you right, were they?
Like the owner gets a text message. We have been alerted that you're in manual. This is not right. We know you can't drive.
Yeah.
Just now to hack the other thing.
It comes out with a breathalyzer, so you've got to prove that you're not drunk before you can actually drive it.
Yeah, he had a fucking blow and go in his Americar.
Precisely.
He'll take it down to the exit thing and put it in neutral, I guess, while he attempts to hack the exit kiosk.
Alright, you owe 420 nuyen in parking fees, ma'am, sir.
How about now?
You owe $4.20 in nuyen in parking fees, sir.
You cheapskate, you don't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, do I just walk up and slot a cred stick in?
And
Yeah,
there's
I
like
guess.
how many thousands of new ones?
No, I just like for the sake of it, it's just kind of funny that in like the middle of this dramatic car heist, like I gotta stop, literally get out, walk up to the kiosk, slot in a cred stick, and give it $5. Like in the middle of a heist, like I said, I gotta use a vending machine or something.
And you probably pulled up too far away from the counter, so you've actually got to get out of the car. Fuck this, man. Take up the belt. And when you get back into the car puts out its breathalyzer again.
Yeah.
In between, there's intense hacking scenes.
No, like when you're like reminiscing with the other hackers, it's like, how did you get the car? Like, you paid the parking, and then they all laugh at you.
Yeah. Godfather will throw a baseball cap and a hood up and some sunglasses to disguise himself as he quietly jogs up and slots a cred into exactly his full-on Unabomber. He slots a cred stick into the fucking exit kiosk.
Alright, you get a receipt for $4.20 and you are ready to go. The gate opens.
Yeah, gets in the Americar and makes his escape.
Alright, so yeah, you drive away, you've got the car, little Captain America's bobblehead is bobbing up and down on the dashboard. What comes next?
Gonna pick up Omen. Fucking Mission Impossible theme as we just quietly steal a car from a shitty, like almost completely unattended parking garage.
This is real shadow running.
This is real shit. This is not like the movies, boys.
So yeah, Godfather will go pick up Omen, and who else should be? I guess Fenway.
I guess if you want me there.
Who rides shotgun? Who's in the front?
Me.
All right. You know a glove box, of course. You open up the glove box and you find half a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey.
Made of soy.
Taking that out.
Jealous.
We're driving.
You're driving.
Saving it for later. I'm not gonna drink on the job, unless you do. I'm gonna wave the bottle in his face after I take the cap off. Eh?
He literally like just does not seem to even notice like he has cyber eyes. If he chooses to, he can literally ignore something right in front of his face.
Okay. I'll put the cap back on, but I'm gonna keep it on me.
Just block someone in real life.
Perfect. So we've got the car, we've got the team. Time to do the pickup. So the homeless guy is on the street. Andre's disappeared from the face of the planet. Any other? Do we need to know what Shade's doing, or Omen or Fenway?
I'm just in the car.
I'll ask Fenway while I'm in the front car. I'm like, Fenway, can I please have that the snake?
Okay, I'll hand it off to him. Wait, did you get Godfather to look at your mic, your headphones? You seem to have an issue with it last time we used them.
Nope, I think it was only when you were talking. It's all right. We'll just
Okay.
Not the time for right now. We'll do that later. All right, they should be here soon. I'm gonna go invisible now and hold it until we see confirmation of the cred stick. All right? Who's actually talking to them to get confirmation on the cred stick?
One of you two would probably be best doing the talking.
Alright, well, Fenway,
And
you can
you're
do the
invisible,
talking.
I guess.
Have you got?
Yeah, I guess I'm like behind the passenger seat.
Yeah,
We'll,
in the back.
we'll be getting out because they'd be stopping at the lights, so we'll be getting out to talk to them. Correct?
No,
I thought we were just putting the windows down.
Yeah, like we pull up next to each other at the stoplight, and like through our windows, like they hand us the money, we hand them the snake. I think is how it's supposed to go.
Splendid. All right.
That is very dependent on the other traffic.
That is very. All right.
Maybe they'll hack the stoplight.
I assume they hacked the stoplight already. Always gonna drive in like circles until like we get it until it matches.
For the sake of clarification, Arctic, can you relay what the handoff was supposed to be? Because there's some confusion.
Yeah, sure. So the handoff seems pretty simple at the moment, or maybe overly complex. You decide. There is a street called Soy 16. It's a relatively unimportant street. Prostitutes and dentists and other important businesses. And it coincides with quite a highway, but a main drag that goes all the way through the city. We'll call it the main drag. At the corner there, where the lights turn, and the lights go for like 90 seconds in this city. It's so long because the traffic is fucking huge, and they let a huge amount of congestion go one direction, and then a huge amount of congestion go the other direction. In that 90-second period, you'll theoretically be handing over the snake, getting the cred stick, and they should be able to drive off without any further incident. But naturally, you're a little bit edgy over the precision of this particular event. It seems unnecessarily quick and complex, but then again, do you really need more than 90 seconds to make a handover if you know what you're doing?
It's sort of like what I just drew.
Are we supposed to be in a car next to them though, or are we supposed to be standing on the street corner and handing
On
it
the
through?
street corner. Yeah, on
Yeah.
the street corner.
We're supposed to be here, giving it to.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
we'll
right.
be like two cars.
Yeah, it was dumb. We stole a car then. Fuck.
Well, I'm not sure that you
No.
like. It was really. I don't think it actually.
I don't think they really care whether or not we're in a car.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like, you don't even know what the car looks like, to be honest. You like.
Since we're in a car, we can quickly get away from the area.
I was also thinking we have a car to chase them if we need to. So we have one parked near the drop off.
Oh no, this is
We get
gridlock.
it.
We're not. There's not going to be a car chase. I could just imagine them screaming out the cars like they hand us a snake, drive off, and there's like the driver just like spots. There's like 15 cars ahead of us.
So are we gonna just dump the snake through the window and tell them the tube cost extra?
What?
Are we gonna just like dump the live snake through the window and tell them the tube cost extra?
I mean, the tube costs so little that I don't think it matters.
I think it's just extortion because its bite is like narco jet, right?
Yeah. So they open the window, we take the cap off and start pouring the snake in.
Are we getting
It'd be
60
funny,
cars
but-
we can give them it.
Yeah.
Get a reputation as like the stingiest Shadowrunners.
I don't want the fucking PVC pipe. Alrighty. We're good.
So what? Do we have a signal? Like how? Like just like we don't even know what the car looks like. How,
I'm pretty sure we'll recognize Mr. Yellow.
We'll be standing on the sidewalk waiting for someone to roll down their window, and they're probably a big black car, and they'll be like, yo, you got the package. So
It'll be the car with really tinted windows that pulls up when the red light changes at exactly the time of the meet.
yeah.
Alright. Are we all set?
I'll roll for invisibility now.
So are you casting invisibility on yourself, Omen, or are you going to cast it on someone else so that you can do the talking?
Oh,
I'd
Up to you,
recommend you cast it on. They cast it on Fenway, and he holds onto the snake, and then like
With animal
once
handling and stuff.
Yeah. Once you've verified, like, presumably you take the cred, hand it to me. I verify it's legit. Then you give like Fenway the nod, and he produces the snake, and you hand it over.
Okay.
and would have had the chance? See, how many days that would do got another stun damage, man?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't have that many stun damage to begin with anyway. I only had a few, and I can still cast this easily. I'm just going to cast it at a force, probably maybe a force 4 or 5, because it's -1 force to stun, so even if I take the stun, I'll be fine. So yeah, I'll cast it at a force... Oh, these are only fucking goonies picking it up. I'm just going to cast it at a force 4.
Yeah, a couple of hours rest is enough to recover the stun damage.
Okay. And, like, the spirit I had from the island's gone as well, I guess?
Yeah, it would have been. Because we were there nighttime, this would presumably be during the day we're doing it, so it would have been sun would have come, so he's probably gone. Alrighty, I'll cast superior invisibility on you while you hold it.
Let's pass it back and cast it. That one success.
Oh, that's 1d14. No, ignore that. That's a fail roll. 14d6 roll, not that. That's 3 successes. So on a force 4.
That's
so
a lot of ones.
It's not half though. It's only 4 ones and a 14.
I think it's fine to put them all in a row.
Yeah. So I'll resist strain. I take 1 stun damage and you're invisible. Cool. And then I'll get out of the car and go to the meat spot.
Alright.
And hopefully Fenway follows, because I can't see him now.
Yeah, I'll follow him. Does anything like break the invisibility?
Nothing
Well,
can break it unless I drop it, but they can see through it. But I think it's a threshold of 3 if I understand it correctly. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, you're completely invisible unless they taste, smell, touch, or something like that.
I assume they're tasting me, but bigger problems.
Yeah. Yeah. They'd still need to pass that threshold check, but that's still, yeah, pretty easy. But we're not too worried about cameras at this point, just making sure you don't get seen by the thugs until we get confirmation on the money.
Do you need me to follow also? Because I can go invisible too.
Cameras at this point, just
Maybe get
somewhere you can just have a check out, and
yeah.
I feel like
Put
having too
yourself
many
up
people
on the
at the corner. Yeah, I feel like having too many people at the corner is gonna spook him or something. I don't know. DC snipe.
That is a good idea, actually.
Oh, what?
I need to modify the
DC
car
snipe.
though. He was like a serial shooter in Washington D.C. who hollowed out the back of a car so that he could lie down prone with a sniper rifle with the barrel pointing out the very back of the trunk, so he could
Okay.
snipe someone from like a mile away and then just drive off without anybody seeing him or the rifle.
It's pretty
Right.
mad. Yeah.
That's ingenious, yeah.
Yeah, it only took him about 8 days to work it out, though, did it? Like,
Yeah, it's
all
because
things
he was.
considered.
Yeah, it's because he had a personal agenda though. Like it was basically he was trying to like murder his wife, but to hide it, he killed like 2 or 3 people first and then killed his wife. But they still managed to trace it back to him.
Okay, interesting. Wow. That's like
Moral is great to
commitment.
kill more people.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he even
like,
like converted a kid to like help him out and shit. It was really weird.
Ooh.
Shooting people like it was like in a parking lot, right? Like at a supermarket or gas station.
He shot like 8 people in different locations. Like there was a big manhunt for him. Like
Oh, okay. It's fucking, yeah, pretty clever.
there's a picture of what it looked like. He had the trunk closed, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, just that little tiny hole, and he like pop shots off of people at like just like gas pumps and shit like that. From like half a mile away.
Oh, right.
Chill in the car, and you just give me a holler if you need some extra gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have time to mod the car, so probably just set up on a rooftop or some shit.
Alright. It's going to cost you 5 million to get inside a building, elevator. Spider-Man it. So you're happy paying 5 million to, basically use the bathroom, essentially? No big deal, right?
Shade?
Oh yeah, no big deal to me.
So you're happy paying
I thought it was like, is it worth shooting everyone in the building to get the van to?
Yeah, he was considering it.
So it's a luxury elevator. It's like a gold tint elevator, and it goes up, and it's basically a public toilet. You're paying 5 million to be able to use the toilet, but there's another lovely view, and you go out onto the suicide balcony where you get a bit of a look over the hazy, smoky, rainy city. It's raining today. It rains every fucking day, and but it's not heavy rain. It's just monsoon season, or coming up to it technically. So grey clouds, light rain, puddles everywhere, dirt, mud, people going about their business. It's just a regular day in Bangkok, and it's coming up to 3 o'clock, which is when we are meant to have the meet. All right, everyone in position.
I think so.
I've been in position for 3 hours.
Sure have. A little skinny dog is sniffing around you, trying to see if you've got any food.
I give him the rest of the sandwich.
Ah, he's stoked. He wags his little tail, picks it up, and carries it back to his den. All right. Who was the main contact? Who was getting the data? Who them at all? Anyone? Have we
You
had
cut
anyone?
out there a little bit.
Oh, did I?
So,
Yeah.
Exactly. Did we have a main contact? Was there someone linking with the fence?
Omen, most likely.
Yeah, I would have been.
All right,
I guess.
perfect. Omen, you get a picture of a yellow Porsche, open top, and the picture is of the Porsche. You can't see who the passengers or driver are, and there's a very simple message: we're on our way, be ready.
Okay. I'll quickly forward that image to the other people's comm links in the team. Marked car, drop off.
Yeah, Godfather's gonna task his drone, which is like 200 feet up and cloaked, by the way, to basically target the car as soon as it sees it and just keep it targeted until I tell it otherwise.
Alright. You will spot it before it arrives. They're driving like fucking maniacs, or rather they're driving like professionals, weaving and dodging through the traffic, which is hard. The place is bumper to bumper. It's a log jam at the best of times, and 3 o'clock is a bad time for a meet. Anyway, zipping in and out, this Porsche seems to defy gravity, and as it moves from lane to lane, managing to get ahead of buses and trucks and buffalo pulled carts. You get a fairly good image of who they are. There are 3 women wearing tank tops. At least 2 of them seem to be pretty heavily cybered up. They all appear to be either of Asian descent or of mixed Asian descent. Probably half Thai, something like that. They zip through the traffic, and they can now be seen within our road. It's only a matter of moments before they arrive. Any final preparations?
No, I'm good.
All right. The car zips up, screaming ahead, doing 150 kilometers an hour in gridlock. The brakes grind to a halt, and rubber mixes with the smell of rain on hot bitumen. The 3 girls look around at their contact.
I'll saddle up to the car, I guess, and
Follow up
clean up
behind.
I believe parcel hand off to take care of here.
How did the run go? Asks the woman in the back.
I'll look over towards the back. Without a hitch, of course, as we always will. No deaths, no casualties, and we got everything we got what you asked for, unharmed, alive.
All right. She hands over a pencil case. About 30 centimeters long, vinyl, got a zip over the top. And it feels like it has something that probably weighs about 100, 200 grams within it. Like a giant glue stick or something. It's all there, she says, and she reaches for the tube.
He's still invisible at this point with the tube, so she can't see the tube.
Then she's like, not even offering...
Just showing it, I guess.
No, not even. She's not showing it, she's not offering it, she's not even talking to you. If there's no one to talk to, she's not going to talk to you.
You mind if I check?
2 mages. Omen's talking to her. Fenway's standing next to him, invisible with the tube.
Okay, alright. So, and she doesn't offer the package. Where is it?
Yeah, that's it's right next to me, but I'd like to confirm the cash if you would. You don't have to hand it to me, just show.
She looks up at the counter. There are 33 seconds left on this red light. There are 30 seconds left on the red light. 27 seconds.
I'll click my fingers and drop the invisibility spell on Fenway, and he's holding
I'll show
it.
this thing.
She hands up the pencil case. It's all there.
I'll quickly give it a check.
She's waiting for you to hand over the object. She hands over the pencil
Should we
case.
hand it over then?
Yeah, make the switch.
Yeah, okay,
and I
make the
nod at
switch.
Fenway.
Alright, she ignores the red light. They just run straight through, zip down the road, and they are away.
So if
You've got the
I didn't get the cash.
you've got the pencil case in your hand.
Oh, okay.
The snake is gone. It was snatched out by someone with enhanced reactions. It was a cybered woman with a bad attitude, and it's the driver gets them away instantly, just weaving through incoming traffic as they cut through a red light. There's nothing stopping you from... The drone is able to keep up. It's got the advantage of not having traffic, right? So yeah, the drone is... exactly. So there is never a point where the drone is more than 100 meters away with the camera, and you're able to stay right on their tail. It's a yellow fucking Porsche with 3 hot girls. It's not hard to...
Yeah, he's basically
I'll
going to
co-
keep it on it until we've confirmed the payment.
Yeah, I'll confirm the payment as soon as I can. Open it up.
All right. You find 10,000 million there, plus 2,000 for each of the combatants, which I think is 6 of you. Is that right? So 22,000 million is on the cred stick. There is also a couple of maglock keys. The maglock keys appear to all be for the same hotel, a hotel here in Bangkok, not far from where we are. I think we're on Soi 16. There's a hotel over on Soi 19, which intersects with the same main road. So over on Soi 19, there is a hotel. You have 6 maglock keys to that hotel. It's called the Siamese Dream.
They have room numbers on them?
They do. No, do they? No, they probably.
Or are they like for a
probably not.
deposit box?
No, they're room keys, but they don't have room numbers. No.
Yep.
No.
Just, correct me if I'm wrong, but from my memory, it was 10,000 each and 2,000 for no killing.
Yes.
We've been swindled, unless these.
It was 10,000 each, wasn't it? How did I ever agree to that? I must have made a mistake right at the adventure, and it really shouldn't be that high.
So this would be technically correct.
Yeah, exactly. So this is right. It's 10,000 with 2,000 each. Yeah. So I can see where I wrote that it's 10,000 each, and that's wrong. It was, and so I just read my own wrong information. It's meant to be 10,000 plus 2,000 each bonus. It's only a simple job.
Nice, cool. Okay, so yeah, I'll put over the comms that all the money's there, and we've also got extras.
Got a bonus.
We have 6 maglocks for the hotel over a few streets away. No information about them or anything. Head over there now and check it out.
So how does 10k split 6 ways?
Yeah, I was just thinking it should have made it 12k.
Yeah.
I think it's 1,066 each. 1,666 each.
Yeah, 1,666.6, but you can't split a credit.
Oh, you can, and you do. No, well, I mean, let's not get into that.
It's a New Year game. How much
Union
was
is
it each?
specifically designed to be split so that Shadowrunners don't kill each other over fractions.
I'm going to suggest putting 1k each and 4k into a party fund.
It's more of a rounding error. It's so that the mega core, 0.66 of a million might not sound a lot, but 700 build 50 million times, it all adds up. So, million rounding errors. Anyway, enough of that. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe you could have a party fund, yeah.
So 1,000 each to the individual? Is that what I'm reading right?
1,000 plus 2,000, yeah.
Yeah,
but we already got that 2,000. So.
Yeah, we got the 2k up front.
Yeah, it's just the
you did
Each get 1,000 now, and 4k goes in the party fund.
Sounds right. Excellent.
Plus there was an extra 2,000 for each of us, so 3,000 each.
I think, as you said, you got the 2,000 up front.
We got
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying it was another 2,000.
No, I think this is all my personal errors. Just shit, that's all.
Yeah, so all that was in there was the 10,000 that we got from the job. That was all that was in there, plus the 6 max.
Because I'd forgotten that you'd already, negotiated your forward fee. Yeah. So yeah, you get 1,000 each. You've got a party fund of 4,000. It's not too bad. Most people can live off 1,000 million for a month, and you've got these maglock keys as well to the Siamese tree.
Yeah, I hope there's something good.
Give us a handout real quick for party shit.
Great idea. I'll put it in data. Oh, no problem. Yeah.
If you're
And
fine
that
with me, go
job-
ahead. And, I'll fence that sex bot too.
Yeah, cool.
For 5K.
You get 5k immediately. A Korean thick glasses, it takes it off your hands eagerly.
Is it still in its Dolly Parton settings?
I guess that's up to you to decide. Still got maximum prestige.
Alright, so everybody gets an additional 500 new yen and 1k goes in the party funds.
Cool.
Additional, more than what we just added.
Yeah, everybody gets. Yeah,
That should be 2,000 in the party fund, yeah?
yeah, did my math wrong there. So yeah, 6k in the party fund, and we each just got handed 3,500.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
Who's going to track the party fund?
I will if nobody else wants to.
Yeah.
Want to flip for it?
Oh, I don't care if you want to do it, you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm neurotic about Shadowrun stats, so I don't mind.
Yeah, no, all good.
Sounds good. Makes sense that the robot should do it.
Precisely.
So we got 6k.
I have a logic of 8. I think I know how to do a treasury.
Accounting, yeah. I do my own taxes. I pay no taxes.
Yeah, I do my own taxes, or rather, I don't do my own taxes.
I imagine that you've kept the receipt from the airport. You want to claim?
Yeah, he's gonna write it all.
You're gonna claim that on tax as a work fee.
Yeah. He gave Ricochet a cred stick while he was bumming and wrote it off as a donation.
Philanthropy.
Yeah, good, because I need more money. That did not pay as well as I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I apologise for that.
No, that's alright.
It must have seemed like too much though to extract the snake.
That's probably what we all.
Yeah,
we
not
were
like
expecting an ambush.
Countries risking a diplomatic incident, like I don't know.
To be honest, that's why I was really concerned about setting up and planning a lot, because I'm like, wow, this is actually a pretty big job. Like, we're getting a lot of money for this.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were assaulting a private island, basically.
And so I thought that was going to be a lot more.
And it's a job that took a month, so...
Yeah, had the security been more robust, like they'd had better equipment, maybe like a competent node and some astral security, that payment probably would have made more sense. Like, up front, that payment probably made sense, but after the fact, like, this payment's fine for what the job was.
Yeah, it's fine, except that it's not even enough to meet my expenses.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's.
cut
I mean,
down.
month's not over.
And also, like, most of the expense, like, you still have the equipment you bought, don't you?
Yeah.
I have other expenses.
House.
Oh, okay.
Living.
Well, you don't just have, like, a shitty boathouse.
No, I have other expenses that are compulsory.
Are you a gambling addict?
That's not compulsory, that is a bad decision making.
There's other
I mean,
compulsory.
arguably.
But I do owe people money.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. At this point.
Andre will raise it.
Oh,
Deep, I'm in deep to the triads.
I'm suddenly feel a
Like
bit
the
more.
gang?
No, it was the Axe last time. It's the triads because this is Bangkok.
So just pay off your debt to one gang for taking out a loan with a different gang.
That I see no flaws with that strategy.
You just keep doing a round
Just
and
do
round.
that. And you run out of gangs, and then it's going to be a war. Just,
Yeah,
who's gonna get money.
Over who owns my debt.
Except generally when
Well,
you borrow money, there's like an
Like,
instant...
here to break your kneecap, like a get in line, pal.
No, that's
Higher-
brilliant. You start out small, 5k, one game. Then the very next month, borrow 5k for the next game, pay off first one, and eventually
Yeah.
your credit will be so good that you hit up all 6 at once. Blow.
The
This
problem
sounds
is
like
usually
the
when you borrow
opposite of a
money,
pyramid scheme. And
when you
that's
borrow
kinda-
money in that kind of situation, it generally has an instant 50% markup, and that pretty quickly hits the point that ain't no one gonna lend you that much money.
What if we just
Key
borrow a bunch
window.
of money
Get that
and use
out.
part of it to hire some Shadowrunners to kill the guys we borrowed money from?
Andre is not good at a lot of shit. Stabbing people is one of them.
Alright. Are we gonna go check out these hotels, or like what's the
Yeah,
deal?
I guess so.
Do we get our edge back?
I
Wait,
think perception.
Yeah, you get 1 edge back.
okay.
Alright. So the Siamese Dream is in the middle of the heart, the black heart of Thailand, of Bangkok. It's a rundown hotel that was probably built in the 20th century. It's several stories high, probably about 10 stories high, maybe has about 300 rooms, something like that. Pretty much one of those self-contained hotels where you don't ever actually have to leave if you don't want to, except so that you can go and enjoy the nightlife. And by enjoying the nightlife, that means going outside, finding a prostitute, then going back to your hotel. It's a pretty simple cycle. And
No. I phoned for my prostitutes.
even better. Like you've got the Matrix, just order them on a service that's not unlike Tinder or Grindr, if you prefer.
Except it's always yes.
It's always yes. We always swipe right. So yeah, it's a rundown place. Must be 80 years old if it's a day. It has a gym, but none of the equipment in the gym works. It has a pool, but the pool hasn't been cleaned and it is green. It has a buffet breakfast, a continental, which consists of actual bread rolls and a variety of soy products that pretend that they might be bacon or eggs or milk. So it's everything that you could want, everything that you could need. And apparently your maglock key gives you a month accommodation here in this 3-star medium lifestyle dwelling.
I mean, not gonna complain.
I look over at Ricochet. Seems like you've got a little bit of financing secured now, don't you?
Well, I don't know if I like living somewhere that's paid for by someone else. That means they know where we live and what we're doing.
Also true.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I'm staying here. I already rent a garage, and I kind of need that for my work.
You think we might have left a message like within our wounds?
But who might look a gift horse in the mouth? I'll stay here for a month.
Nah, I'll head back to the brothel I live above.
So what's Mr. Johnson's interest in getting us months hostel at a shitty 3-star?
I thought, wait, I think this was better than my place.
You want me to sublet it for you?
What, medium lifestyle expensive, right?
Yeah, it's like $5,000 a month.
So I'm asking you to sublet it for 4. Like post.
You get an
Yeah,
offer
like
for 3.
Yay! I'll give you
I'll
this.
counter offer 35.
You can't
I'll take
offer
3.
5? Well, apparently there is someone else on, and they take theirs instead. You're snipping each other already. This is over hotel rooms. This is not a good sign for the future.
Does this come with like free breakfast in the morning?
Yeah, that's right. It comes with
Yeah.
actual bread rolls and soy, various flavors of soy. Yeah.
Fenway's getting places, like he's basically ready to retire. Like he's got like 5,000 euros.
Perfect. This is 3-star living, you know? Like, this is how the middle class live. You're in You are a colonial master of your 3-star bread roll. And
I'll have
soda.
2 bread rolls for breakfast, like some sort of rich person.
Indeed, it comes with butter and jam. You don't have to between one or the other.
To choose. I mean, I don't see what the other guys are complaining about. The maglock doesn't work most of the time. You have to scan it like 15 times, but you can get through the door.
Exactly. So your bedroom consists of a queen-size bed. There's a desk with a desk lamp. There's a matrix connection, and the matrix connection is actually very good. It has hot water. Damn it, like actual hot water. What's not to love? I mean, granted, you do have to go through camera security every time you walk through the front door and use the elevator and go down the hall and have your breakfast, but that's a small price to pay, right?
I mean, I assume the idea is that Shadowrunners thought like this is too much of a price to pay, but like, it's good for a short time, so I guess.
Yeah, it's good for amateur Shadowrunners who don't know better. That's absolutely right. And so you've got a month accommodation here. I guess you're going to kick back while everyone else pretty much tries to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, can I start trading my rat?
Training a rat, absolutely.
I'll train it to do companion stuff.
Brilliant. Rats aren't excellent at that sort of thing, but they're not terrible either. Intelligent, not necessarily obedient, but they have very simple and human motivation. They like to eat, they like to fuck, they like to sleep. That's the majority. The rat. So out of the street to like Germans and Swedes who will rat that is on there.
Because I don't. You keep mentioning like drug things, and since I know nothing, I don't even know what any of it does.
Or if we're taking a little bit of downtime, can Geppetto work on basically overriding that Ford Americar's ownership to register him as the owner?
I don't think drugs are too healthy for that.
Probably not. Alright, so the Ford Americar is probably valued at about 3,500 million. It's not in particularly good condition, but you now have a registered licensed vehicle. The registration process in Thailand is very lax, and if you've ever been to a place like the German states or the Confederate American states, things are so stringent down there that you've got to have a fucking license for everything. Over here, it's
That's
like
the
30 years. Yeah,
CAS is the South.
that's what I'm talking about.
The only
Yeah,
country where drones can carry deadly firearms legally.
but they've got to have a permit, don't they?
They do not. Not
They
the
do not?
CAS. It is
But-
fucking Dixieland. Like, they're all about guns and, like, fuck the government and all that shit.
Probably
The UCAS is,
Yeah,
like,
probably exactly
more of a
the
normal
wrong-
government.
Yeah, probably exactly the wrong example to use. But in any case, Bangkok is very lax, and so with a month, you're more than able to rig up some kind of license that seems to be legit for a pretty simple.
He was trying to hack the car itself so that it would register him as the owner.
Easy as. Though the Americar has a poor security, and the government scanners are of poor quality. It all adds up to easy obfuscation.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. That'll be it for now. Thanks.
All right. So, we've got a month in Bangkok then. Apparently there's more work for us. The real job is coming up. You've got some vague idea of what it is. You have heard that you're going to be going into the jungle to deal with insurgency. If any of you have ever watched the news, you'll see that the Khmer Rouge is something that appears on the news in the same way as, you know, we might hear about the Medellin cartel or the Russian mafia or some other criminal organization in some foreign country, almost an exotic motif to it. So too have you all heard about the Khmer Rouge. Historically, they were a bunch of communists who tried to return the clock back to year one. They wanted to recreate a pre-industrial utopia. And in the modern era, they seem to have pretty similar motivations. They are an army of peasant insurgents who, they have all the usual communist gripes. They believe that the corporations have bled the planet dry. They believe that that the white man has enslaved the yellow and the black man, and they just generally believe that if they can get enough guns and overthrow the government, then their life is going to be better. Pretty simple, common communist objectives. But the Khmer Rouge have a particularly bloody approach to things. When they take villages and they massacre all of the adults and they only have the babies left, they don't worry about wasting bullets by shooting the babies. They dash their heads against stones. They don't have a great economy, and so they can't afford to use ammunition, and they find more creative means, choking people to death instead of executing them with the bullet, for example. So they are a brutal insurgency. They have taken over the vast majority of the country of Cambodia and the jungles that border it into Vietnam and Thailand. We haven't been told that we're going in there to stop them, but we can probably guess by now. The mega corporations aren't likely to be hiring us to support a peasant revolution that drives the United Nations out of this sector of the world. So, two together, you know, you've got a month to kill. Is there anything that you want to do, or are you just, time goes by as fast as it can?
Godfather will ask Holman's assistance in sourcing a piece of equipment for his view.
Yeah.
I missed like 90% of that because my internet's gone to shit, so I've jumped onto my mobile. Sounds like I missed some important shit.
We got told about the Khmer Rouge.
Alright, cool. I'll go back and listen to it on the recording after the session so we don't hold things up now.
It's not important. We're spending a month in Bangkok, and we're getting ready for that time. If you want to pass it, you can. If there's anything you want to do.
I need
Teaching
work,
animals
so
tricks
I'll
is
take any
a
work
lot
I
of
can get.
effort. I didn't realise. There's a lot of steps to it.
Alright. So, what was his... Ricochet needs work.
I mean, obviously we're not going to get any Shadowruns in that time, but, you know, I'll take just fucking bodyguard work, labour...
You're going to work for the man?
Well,
What it's called?
probably not so much for the man, not by, you know, not wanting to, just probably because they won't fucking have any jobs that they want me to do. If I can get work as a bouncer, if I need to, you know, something like that.
I might have a connection for you if you want.
Real quick, by the way, Arctic, did we get Karma for that job?
You have. I'm glad you asked, because I haven't dished it out yet. you get 1 karma for each session that we've played, which I think is 2 so far, and you get 3 karma for the job for a total of 5.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You go out looking for work, Ricochet, and you're able to get some shit jobs that pay 50 million a night for you to just throw drunken tourists out that get too handsy with the dancing girls. Is that good enough?
Anything's better than nothing.
Alright.
I mean, I could have a talk if you want, or if you even ask or say what you're doing. I'm going to offer. He has a few connections in clubs. He might be able to get you a job somewhere if you want. Something maybe better. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an idea of something better, you can wait a bar where even if the wage is the same, I might get some tips or something. Not that I'm likely to get many tips.
Yeah, go ahead. So, you'll have to make a connection and loyalty roll. So, add those stats together to the contact that you're referring to, and roll the dice.
Yeah. Where is my chummer? There it is. So sorry. How do I do the roll?
Connection and loyalty. Add them together and roll that.
Okay. 2 successes.
Alright, so you are able to help him out. The pay is going to be 70 million a night instead of 50. It's a slightly swankier bar, but...
It's sort of a brothel as well, because I went to my fixer who owns the brothel.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it's not the brothel that he'll be protecting. It's a dancing club. But he has contacts that he can hook him up for. No, I don't think it would. Unless the pack is like £1, in which case, yeah, I suppose so. So yeah, 70 million a night you'll get paid to be a bouncer, but you need to supply your own suit. Suits are about 200 million. Is Ricochet there? He's muted.
Yes, he is.
Alright. If you can hear us, Ricochet, or you are muted.
I'm here. Sorry, I was
Okay.
sort of doing this, my daughter for a second.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I think actually, just let me check my gear list. I think I have a good set of clothes already.
Brilliant.
If not, I'll buy a suit.
Alright. Okay, cool. So you've got a job. You're only in that job for about 10 days. So you earn 700 million. And after the 10th day, you get a real job offer. They've seen you throw out some big bastards. They've seen that you can hold your own against a group of English dickheads that came over to celebrate the football. And they offer you an appearance at Ramdamnoan Stadium, the Thai kickboxing stadium. If you'd like to participate in a mixed martial arts contest, they can give you 1,000 a night, free medical. Or if you're not looking to do anything in the spotlight, then they can give you 500 a night. But there's no medical, so don't get hurt.
I will take up their offer. Can I have an appearance as a not spotlight first? One, so I can check out what the place is like, and 2, so people can see who I am, and then have a spotlight match later on. That gives them a bit of a marketing opportunity if they want.
Yeah, but they're not connected.
Yep.
Exactly. So, so one is a public event, and it's held in a public place. Those sort of things. The other is illegal street fight. and it doesn't pay as well. There's no but who don't necessarily want to have their picture in the paper.
All right, I'll go with the $1,000 a night one.
All right, brilliant. Okay, cool. Come up with a name, an identity, and you are basically a sports entertainment.
Well, assuming I'm going up against someone who's already got a name for themselves.
Exactly. You will be going up against a troll, and yeah, exactly, a Mexican troll named Mysterio.
Alright. And
Alright.
it's mixed martial arts, right?
That's right, it's mixed martial arts. Alright, so we'll go with someone else for a while. You need to get some explosive, Andre?
Yeah.
Alright, do you have some kind of... Usually it's going to buy them off the street, which is possible.
I have one contact. 3-3.
Alright. Explosives are relatively easy to get, so you can have an extra 2 dice on top of the 3-3 for a total of 8 dice. Alright. So you're able to find the explosive that you're looking for, but they're not particularly well made. They're like, not exactly homemade, they're just Thailand made. They use not quite perfect chemical compositions, and worse, they're stored in less than safe packaging. All that it means is that you can get your explosives at a discount rate of 10% off. They're even cheap, but they are much more likely to glitch. They are bombs with gremlins.
You bring faulty explosives into my van, I will fucking kill you. I swear to God.
I know. It's me. The danger.
10% discount.
Discount.
That's enough. Pass.
Oh well. You're gonna have to rely on someone else to find you bombs.
I can try to find you bombs. I need to buy animal training equipment anyway.
How are those things related?
I mean, we both need to go shopping.
Oh, okay.
Andre, roll a D30. 1D30. Alright. So while you're shopping, Andre, do you ever, what do you eat for lunch? If you've got 15 million to spend on lunch, what do you spend it on? That sounds like a lot of money, right? Maybe 5 million?
I don't. He'd probably steal something from a vendor.
Perfect. Alright, so you go into this sector of vendors, there's a whole bunch of vending machines in a, like a little arcade, a vending arcade. Not a supermarket, not even a 7-Eleven, just a building where you go in and there's 20 different vending machines for you to grab your stuff and then get out again. While you're getting a packet of soy crisps or some other cheese puffs, some other nutrition-free lunch, this white guy with bleary eyes, grey hair, and 5 o'clock shadow wearing a corporate suit comes up to the same vending machine as you and coughing all over you. He wipes his nose on his sleeve, and then you've just been you're just being covered in his germs. You stab him in the knee. Alright, he is not anticipating it, so he has only 2 dice to defend.
A modifier cold shot like that.
-3 maybe?
We have handy rules tables. I think it's a -4.
Alright, thank you. Would someone like
Cold
to look
shot is -4. That's right.
Awesome, -4.
Whoa, hold on. That's way too
Just a lot of dice.
And that's too many. Way too many.
Look at all them dice, my god.
Did you like?
Do you have edge
Sometimes,
enabled?
I think sometimes with a
No.
modifier, like it keeps the 0 ends, but maybe you want like 300 dice.
Alright.
You
How
can
many,
pick
how many
what,
dice did you roll with?
Alright. He's
you can pick
wearing
what
he's wearing that auctioneer armored clothing. Does anyone know the armor on that by any
Let me check
I
real
think
quick.
it's 8 or 9.
Is it that high? God.
Action
Yeah,
Air
it's
business
pretty good.
clothes.
Yeah, like Alliance code like 9 as well.
Yeah, it has an armor rating of 8. Yeah, it's a bulletproof
incredible.
business suit. Yeah,
Alright. So
I mean it's
shit.
also 1,500 new yen business suit. So
You maybe steal
Wow.
it off him.
He's at -3 armor.
Alright.
But that's right.
Yeah, so you got 3 net successes. So take the damage, add 3, and then he will get 4 dice to resist if your armor piercing's 4.
So it's 10 P.
Plus body.
Oh, plus body, right? Okay, so what's the armor piercing on the blade?
-3.
-3. So he gets 5 for his armor, and his body is 2. He is also sick. Would that mean he loses body?
That sounds like
Not
a
like
DM
the
ball.
Damage resistance test.
Right. Okay, so he has 5 and 2 for a total of 7 dice.
yes, there are the conditions: disorientation and nausea.
Ah, okay, cool.
4 successes.
Alright, to resist how much damage?
10.
Nasty. I think you like chopped his leg off, basically.
Popped off
You
the
did a
kneecap.
cold shot. You can add 2 to the damage.
Oh, fuck.
That's 12.
You like put a blade behind his kneecap and just popped it out.
So this corporate wage slave comes up, he coughs all over you, and you remove his patella, surge your blade. What happens next while he screams in fucking abject horror at receiving a life-crippling wound when he was trying to get lunch?
Was he using a cred stick to pay for that lunch?
He was!
I will take that
Take
cred
it.
stick. and walk
Alright, the
away.
cred stick, it has D300 new.
I really want to be like 2 so they couldn't even afford.
Do you
Oh,
only do you only take the cred stick, or do you like go through his pockets?
It's I think after ripping off his cap, I'd probably pick up the cred stick.
That's fair enough. There are a couple of people who are watching you. There are several vending machines all in the same room. Do you execute the witnesses?
No, I just look at them real hard.
One of them pulls out a gun but doesn't point. Like a little street line special.
Still have that knife, like.
Yeah.
I'm
Then
gonna add.
say it again.
Is he confrontational?
No, he's sort of like he's reached in and grabbed his street line space.
I think I have to make a composure test.
All right.
Okay, I walk out.
Brilliant. All right. You're out in the middle of the street. There are some people looking down at your way. There is a man screaming behind you. That's probably what they're looking at. But nobody asks you anything. Nobody asks you any questions. Nobody stops you.
We're going to disappear in the crowd.
All right. Corporate security turns up pretty soon after, but you are invisible by then.
And I'll munch on my krill chip.
Tasty.
Godfather will ask Omen's help in sourcing a stun cell he can integrate into his truck.
Yeah.
Like a soul.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Biomentally conscious Shadowrun.
Yeah, or, cheap and, doesn't like stopping every, couple hours to refuel the Mr. Fusion. Yeah, should be, very easy to acquire. It's availability 6, not restricted or forbidden.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you find there's this Italian guy who's down on the street corner, and he's got a contract to sell them for Wuxing Corporation, and so it's incredible. You go outside, and you know how I presume in America, you go to a shopping center and there'll be, random dudes trying to push things onto you, like Oxfam charities and t-shirt sales and this sort of junk. Well, they've got that, but they're not actually in the supermarket. They're just out in the street. So you're just walking down the street, maybe trying to get a burger, and this guy comes up to you, "Hey, would you like to buy some solar panels for your..."
Yes, I would.
Roll a 1d30.
And it's just this is the one time someone's actually responded, so they've got no idea what to say next.
He's like, "Shit, are you for real, man?" Okay, you're about to make the transaction at the market price. You can just buy it at the handbook price. You're about to make the transaction when suddenly your comlink gets a red alert, an important message. You also notice that the red alert comes up on his comlink and any other comlink that you're monitoring. If you're monitoring the party's comlink, everyone gets a red alert. People stopping the street over there, next door to you, they get the red alert. The shop, it seems like everyone in Bangkok has got the government. The government has an important announcement to make.
Coronavirus?
Coronavirus is here. The government is putting out a public notice condemning hackers, people who have hacked into the Royal Data Service, and they also blame Renraku, a major corporation that are responsible for telecommunications. They blame Renraku for failing to safeguard the data of all Thai nationals and all Thai visitors. There has been a data breach. Some hackers have hacked into Renraku's files, and Renraku was supposed to keep our data safe, but they didn't. Unfortunately, all visas, all ID cards, all licenses are now invalid. They must be regained at the expense of the individuals. Please contact your nearest government agency and reapply for all of your licenses, because your licenses, your visas, your ID cards are all invalid. Please You will be required to pay your own expense to get your licenses renewed. Thank you, everybody, for cooperating with your government.
Well, that's 10 grand down the shitter.
Okay, goof.
My ID was burnt already.
Gonna pretend I had an ID.
Give me just a second, my computer's freaking out. But I guess Godfather will finish the transaction and retreat to his garage with his fucking solar panels.
Alright, so as you're retreating to your garage, like, you would inevitably have to go through certain checkpoints. It's just inevitable. You might have to, you can probably hack your way through them with E, but it's inevitable. You discover a real silver lining to this data breach. It's that because the licenses aren't working, they also aren't being accepted. So on one hand, the traffic is fucking nuts, because nobody can get anywhere because all the facial recognition software isn't working. Nobody's... your license doesn't say that you can be here. But I work here, you dickhead! You saw me yesterday! Oh, I suppose so, sir. And, all identification is now invalid. Basically, everyone... Everyone.
So now I have a perfectly valid reason for not having an ID or license.
Exactly. This is great for us then.
I mean, like, 'cause every security guard now has, like, the choice, like, do I just stop everyone going into the building, or do I let everyone into the building?
Precisely.
Not only that, but, you know, you're carrying a firearm. Oh, yeah, it was what?
Alright. So that's good. You've gotten your solar panels. You're able to install them. I'm sure that's going to be easier.
Yeah, let me see what kind of extended test it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'll
can
figure
get
it out. You can. Somebody else can do it. I'll do it.
Perfect.
Can I get tools for training small animals?
Yeah, absolutely. So roll a D as you seek to train your rat.
24.
All right. Data breaches are all visas are invalid. Yeah.
Oh, we got another data breach.
Exactly. The hackers are at it.
Just imagine being like that one guy between my data breach and the art data breach who got his licenses. Like, sorry.
If you have changed your licenses within the past 30 hours, and you please present your receipt to the local government agency, and you will be given credit. Fuck! You hear someone shoot.
There's like they do it on my character, like touches like one of the computers, another data breach. God damn it!
Brilliant.
So, like, how many credits is animal training tools? Like,
how much do you want to spend? Like, yeah, 100.
yeah, sure. I mean, I've
sure.
got a lot of money.
For that in the book.
Oh, do they?
Excuse-
Of course they've got rates for that in the book. Like,
Training kit, 250 million.
Okay.
there we go. All right.
Yeah, why wouldn't there? Why wouldn't that be priced? There's a skill for it.
Is it just for is this all animals or just more?
All animals. It's Howling Shadow, so I think it works for anything from Golden Retriever to fucking Cyber.
I mean, I have that. I figured out just going through the steps to make sure for like actual animals I might want to train in the future. That's why I'm doing it for, to make sure I understand how it works. So, because the rat has one logic, I can teach it one trick, right?
Yeah, Tim, you're going to need to go push to talk. We can feedback through your mic, Tim. Thanks for that. Cool. I didn't hear the question, sorry.
I think because it has one logic, I can teach it one trick, right?
Sounds right, yeah.
And its difficulty is 3, unless you decide like there's other factors like that would make it easier or harder.
We'll go with the standard difficulty.
How much dominance over the rat?
Alright.
It's the animal plus charisma opposed.
What colour is your rat? White, black, or brown?
Have grey. Can it be grey?
It can be grey.
Okay. Has 1 will.
Alright. So I guess it gets 1 dice.
What? I guess they'll watch it when any. Anyway.
Alright, you have.
I am the best.
You have mastered rat handling. You have given. What trick do you teach your?
I will teach it companion. It's just that a trick and make it a useful companion. Like, example: sit, stay, heal, don't poop in the hand.
Sure. Alright, so
It takes 2.
You're...
So it takes 2 weeks, and it's an extended animal training.
Okay, cool. Your rat has the basic training ability, which is to say that it might come when it's called, but then again, the motherfucker might not.
It's good enough.
Actually, that's good enough for now. Your rat, see, the rat understands. Is another question. Anyway, what's your rat's name?
It's Claw.
Who?
It's Claw.
Claw. Oh, X.
Cool.
Dr. Claw. Alright. Downtime. Haven't heard from Shade for a while.
I'm sorry?
Are you going to do anything during your month's downtime here in Bangkok?
Am I able to take a hit job from a game?
Sure. You go looking for some sort of hit job. You don't find anything in the vein of murder, but you do find that there are 2 quick jobs going that your fixers are able to hook you up with. One is an extraction. Basically, you've got there's a scientist works for one company, and we want to take him and make him work for another company. So you could think of it as a kidnapping, but we don't. We call it an extraction. So there's a kidnapping, an extraction. There is also a smuggling. So those are the 2 options on the table.
I shall do the kidnapping.
Alright. So, this sounds like a bit of a team job. Relatively simple, relatively quick. This is the job. There is a scientist. That scientist is imprisoned by an evil mega corporation. They want you to... when the scientist is going between facilities, because they basically been locked inside a laboratory, they are going to take him from point A to point B in a helicopter. They want you to extract him from the helicopter and bring him to us. They're willing to pay 5,000 Nuyen. Would you like to take the job?
Sure.
Alright. Would you like to tell the rest of the party about the job?
Yeah.
Go it alone?
I'll tell the rest of the party if they would like to join.
What's the job?
It's a kidnapping job. Scientist He's going to be taking a helicopter. We're supposed to be, stopping it somehow. And I'm sure with your hacking skills, Godfather, you can figure out a way to stop that.
Well, if they're flying in a helicopter, decent chance I can just take control of the helicopter and fly the hostage off with it.
What would you do with the pilots?
I can snipe the pilots.
Landed. Yeah, snipe the pilots or just put a jammer on it maybe. Well, that would... Oh, no, it wouldn't if it was wireless. Yeah, we could put a jammer on it to just block all their communication. Fly it somewhere remote, touch it down, and deal with the pilots, take the hostage.
Sounds easy enough to me.
Fence it, leave it, burn it. I don't know.
Might be hard to fence a whole helicopter. Probably just burn it.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Alright. So, there's not a lot of detail, but I'll give you a little bit more and you can ask further questions if you want. You will be delivering the package, the extraction. You'll be taking it to a facility run by the mega corporation Evo. It's not quite that simple. They don't just go out and tell you it's Evo, but backtrack the information and discover that this is a subsidiary of Evo. Evo are responsible for a lot of cutting-edge meta technology, and that's where you'll be delivering them to. You're going to be taking them to a transhumanist laboratory, a place where they work on genetic engineering, cyber engineering, revolutionary magical discoveries, those sort of things. A research and development facility that owned by a subsidiary of one of the largest corporations in the world. The extraction itself doesn't sound particularly easy, but neither does it sound like it's outside your capabilities. There is you are taking it from an As Technology building. Again, it's not actually As Technology; it's subsidiary. You're able to track that down. You take it from an As Technology building, which is a high-rise, like 65 stories tall. And it is going to another As Technology building, another high-rise, 45 stories tall. These are huge, towering, literal structures. They're several kilometres apart from each other. You basically have to cross one side of the CBD and Bangkok's CBD is enormous, about the size of Manhattan. So that's what that's the helicopter starts here at one massive high-rise. It takes off from the helicopter pad, flies across the city about 5 kilometres, which is a pretty long way in the sky. Doesn't sound like a long way, but you probably have to drive about 20 kilometres on the road to get 5 kilometres by air. And then deposits in another towering, glittering skyscraper on the other side of the CBD. So not necessarily easy, but probably not outside your capabilities. Are there any further questions?
Yeah, what was the pay?
5,000.
Hardly worth the tranquilizer. But whatever, I've done worse things for shittier.
How easy would it be to get to the helicopter?
It depends on how creative you are. Like, are you skydiving in? Are you taking an elevator?
If I could,
I could maybe summon a wind spirit to fly Andre up there. Something. Yeah.
I mean, I think we have the option of just hacking the helicopter, putting a drone with a jammer underneath it, and flying it to a location of our choosing with them stuck inside, unable to do anything about it. Yeah, if they have a mage or something inside, there's a possibility, but yeah, we have 2 mages on hand. We ought to be able to fight fire with fire on that account.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's scout out a location near the city that we can get to quickly and is isolated enough to land a helicopter and form Mercadonuses.
Right, what are you thinking? The top of a skyscraper? Because there ain't many sculptors. Not a lot of public parks.
What about like outside the city?
City's massive. So potentially, yeah.
Cover.
Yeah, it like sprawls for 100 kilometers in all directions. It's a fucking big city. It's a mega city.
Andre's asking about the junkyard. You killed that
Yeah.
yard?
Yeah, junkyard would be big enough, yeah.
Alright. Maybe Andre and Shade and Ricochet to go there, clear it out, make sure it's a secure landing site while Godfather, Omen, and Fenway handle the helicopter.
Sounds good.
If you need me to do anything, just ask, I guess.
I'm fine with that.
So how do you subdue or enter the junkyard? How do you take it over? You're going to land a helicopter there. That's going to cause a bit of a kerfuffle. How do you prevent said kerfuffle?
What time are we doing this?
Well, I guess you won't know, and your contact might not either. Like, it's not like when you're doing a secret extraction, you have a lot of time to plan ahead, you know? So you'll probably be given the job, and you've got 10 minutes to get it done.
Do you think hitting everyone in the building would be, like, bring too much attention to us?
And they're going to the junkyard. Is that what you mean? Yeah, it's the Barrens. It means the killing everyone in the junkyard and the Barrens, not in the tower.
Yeah, when
Yeah, I meant like the junkyard. Because didn't that killing that one guy, I'd been like some heat down.
Yeah, just like knock out whoever's there and fucking, you know, keep it clear as we land the helicopter.
That wasn't even there. Alright, so it sounds like we have a plan. We, half the team is going to try to find a way to jack the helicopter, then pilot it into a relatively secluded, I mean, I wouldn't call it secluded, but a run-down part of the city. And there's a junkyard there, a relatively large landing area, certainly big enough for a small helicopter, there's no doubt about that. And we will probably have murdered everyone who works at that location before we get there, so as to make sure that we get a clean getaway. Is that the plan?
Well, I don't think we can murder them.
Oh, is that not a detail that we want to go through with? Maybe we shouldn't let Andre decide then.
Is there who's like the head of the junkyard? Is there a way to, I guess, bribe or force him to make people, the workers or whoever's in that area, to leave?
Short answer is potentially.
I mean, we're landing a helicopter in the junkyard. That's going to be worth a fair bit of cash to guy operating the junkyard, so I reckon just offer it.
I could just say you can keep it. If you don't, you just don't bother us.
And bribe him with 50,000 volts to his butt.
I'm gonna bribe him with a gun in his mouth and say, "Hey, you get to keep a helicopter if you just tell all the workers to leave." But
So the beautiful thing about Shadowrun is these are all valid. Like, any of these could work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bribe him, threaten him, bribe him while threatening him.
Put a fucking electric cable up his ass.
Corporate's
Okay.
gonna come looking for that. Hello, you don't want them talking.
well, we can destroy the trackers, can't we? Because they'll know where we're landing.
Which is why I think we let the junkyard guy deal with it. Don't tell him to send everyone home. Tell him to have his entire crew there, ready to dismantle the helicopter.
No helicopter there. It's just a scrapyard.
Yeah. And a hell of a lot of spare parts for him that are probably worth a bit of money.
Mm.
And can't we go and disguise him? He doesn't even know, so he can't even give good information if the corporations get to him.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should be like, if you don't have a mask by this point, Godfather has just handed you a ski mask. Like, for God's sakes, man, what are you doing?
Should we have a mage on each side though, or?
Just in case there's spell activity in this helicopter, or yeah, like
Yeah,
I think we got a pretty good team split. Like the muscle guys are securing the landing zone because what are the odds there's a fucking mage there?
Yeah.
While the hacker / vehicle guy and the two mages actually extract the target.
I'm not asking that. I should probably know this. I probably know, like, two mages in the ethereal plane. Can they talk to each other?
Yes.
And mages in the ethereal plane talk to spirit.
Yep.
Okay.
Or yeah, you can command your spirits to do things in the ethereal plane because they're dual-natured creatures.
I mean, like, if there's like one sitting outside the building, like told to like guard it or something, you can like
Like a
talk to that
free
one.
spirit or something, yeah.
Yeah, all that too.
Or even not a free spirit, even a bound one. Yeah, you can interact.
Okay, so that,
Alright. If the plan is ready, is it? Do we have agreement? Okay. Okay, cool. Perfect. So, the job is given. It's given at 2:14 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. They say the subject is being extracted, expected to be in the air within 20 minutes. They give you the details of the building it's going from, the building it's going to, although you already knew that information. It's relatively close to the Soys, the Soy 16, the Soy 7, or etc. This is the heart of Bangkok, and so a lot of the action happens around the CBD. Is there anything that you need to know? Okay, you got your area jammer. Jam it into your roto drone. She's ready to go.
What's the play here?
It's a helicopter, so I should be able to just wirelessly hack it and lock them out of the controls, essentially, and just fly it to the junkyard. I'm gonna put the drone under it, following it with the area jammer to silence all communications in it.
Okay. And we're doing this from a car somewhere in the street below.
We're just gonna follow along, like, underneath them. I can let the truck autopilot handle.
Okay. I'll be astral.
Yeah, you two
Just
astral up
proceeding.
and make sure, everything's kosher inside the helicopter.
All right. So make an astral perception check or a sensing check, maybe both. If you can do the same as well, Fenway, if you are there. But I think is it only Omen?
I think
we're both there. Yeah.
All right.
So is it? Are these like the two groups?
Are you both astrally projecting or just Omen?
That makes sense, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
So perception.
I think that is the two teams. Yeah. Good call. Yeah, that's a nice drawing. Yeah, a sensing or astral perception or both.
That's my a sensing check.
Yeah.
I'd say normal perception. Don't think I have a sensing.
Then you can't do it.
Okay.
Like it'll just be a unskilled roll.
Yeah. Trying to make
Maybe
it be like
attributed.
magic is intuition, is it right? Yeah, cool. Alright, so the pair of you try to make sense of what's going on here, and one thing is clear, is that they have a spirit. There is an air spirit that is holding in standby. There's no sign of a mage. The mage that is controlling the spirit may be absent, or maybe you simply can't detect them. Viewing the world through the astral from such height is pretty incredible because there's only a handful of life forms, the security guards basically, that are on top of this skyscraper, and also the passengers that fly by in helicopter taxi, because the skies of Bangkok, particularly at night, are quite busy. People, wealthy people, trying to get to their dates and to their homes and to their important meeting, etc. So up here high in the sky, there's still a fair bit of activity going on, not much, but there are air taxis moving around. 4 security guards, each with automatic weapons. Some of them are submachine guns, some of them assault rifles. A helicopter. The helicopter only looks like it's big enough for 4 people at maximum. Probably better off with it's big enough for 4. Fucking little helicopter, I think they're called. Jacket wasps or something like that. Yellow jackets, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wasp is like a security copter.
Right, yeah. So I think that's what it is. In any case, it's a small helicopter. So much like what radio stations might give the traffic report, if that happens, if you're familiar with that. Anyway, little tiny helicopter. Alright, there is no mage, but there is a spirit. With a sensing of 2, you'd probably be able to detect that it's an air element.
I'll leave Fenway to be watching it. I'm going to jump out of projecting, and I'm going to summon a. All spirits can just be at that like sort of altitude, can't they?
Yeah,
It doesn't
absolutely.
really matter. They move omnidirectional.
As long as they don't go outside the atmosphere because of the biosphere, which is the sun.
Oh, how high up is that?
50 kilometers.
Okay, fine. It'll be an
I think-
extended set. That's fine.
Yeah, we're about what?
I don't
300
think I don't think the helicopter's 50 kilometers up.
shit in an suborbital helicopter, no way. Transorbital.
I think at some altitude, like rotors just stop working.
Oh fucking no. Yeah, I hadn't thought of the science, but you'd be absolutely right. Like there
No,
wouldn't
we
be
knew
enough.
this guy.
Pressure.
He went on a helicopter trip, or these 2 people, we knew of them, and they flew up into a volcano to have couldn't get back out. Yeah, they did. They bashed. I think
Yeah,
both
it's,
of them died.
Yeah.
Apaches have a 50,000 meter ceiling.
Yeah. 60 stories is probably about 300 meters up, but I'm just guessing. It might not be that high. It might only be 2. Yeah, it's probably closer to 200 actually. 60. 3 meters a story. Alright.
Yeah, I guess for now I'll leave it in case, but if it starts to come towards us, I'll summon something.
Alright, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It seems to be on standby. The spirit is basically hanging around the helicopter. The helicopter doesn't have a pilot that you can see, but the rotor blades start up nonetheless.
So we know which vehicle the target's in, right?
Yeah, we know the building that they're going to leave from and they're going to go to, and there's only on that building. So unless this is some sort of elaborate ruse, then yeah, we do.
Okay. Spirit's just watching the platform, presumably.
Yeah.
So yeah, once the target vehicle leaves from the building, Godfather's gonna send his drone to essentially skim like right beneath it, and follow along with it.
All right. We don't have any physical eyes on the target yet, though, do we? You've got your drone hanging back until because your drone doesn't want to be seen until the takeoff, right? You're not getting right up in their faces.
It's cloaked.
Oh, it's cloaked. Okay, cool. So in that case, is your drone getting eyes on the scene?
It should be, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, no worries. That'll be fine. So instead of just having our spirit eyes, which are pretty bad for detecting detail, we'll have our electronic eyes, and hopefully that'll pick up some more information than it otherwise would. In fact, make a perception check with your drone.
It's electronic warfare.
Oh, because it's nighttime, so there's no. Sorry.
It's electronic warfare instead of perception if you're using a sensor array.
Perfect. There's no interference, no haze. I think maybe Ruby that's having issues, or I think cut down. Yeah.
Yeah, let me roll the drone stealth real quick, and I think the chameleon cloak gives like a -6 to anything trying to see.
Perfect.
So 2 successes.
The security around here is predictable, as you might expect for a research and development facility for one of the Mega 10. But even though it is tight, there's like not hundreds. I won't exaggerate. There are several roto drones in the air providing surveillance. You're pretty sure that your one manages to remain undetected. At least you don't get tagged or registered on the matrix. There's no indication that any of the security drones have seen you. Alright, so you're in position. You've got a great vantage point. There's you can make a perception check to pick up some details.
Be 4 successes.
Perfect. For now, there's nothing to tell that I haven't already said. Am I cutting out or not?
No.
A little bit, but I'm getting you like 95%.
Okay, cool. That's Groovy is cutting out for me, and it always throws me. Okay, so the details that you pop out explain. There are 4 guards here. Each of the guards weapon. Some of them are semi-automatics, assault, submachine guns. Some of them are assault rifles. There is a central elevator chamber through which the target will presumably rise. They will then get onto the helicopter, which has already started. There doesn't appear to be any pilots, but no, wait. There is a crew. The crew is coming. The crew...
Oh, you just cut there. The crew or what?
I think he's gone.
No. What about the
all that
crew? I need to know.
That's all.
Oops. Click the button. See, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that spirit, make sure it doesn't do anything once we start our operation, and if it does, I'll just...
That's gonna start the clock.
Sorry?
That is going to start the clock.
I'm only
the
gonna do it
spirit's
if
watching-
it attacks it.
The platform, not the vehicle. We just wait till the vehicle leaves and then
It's gone.
deal with it. Basically,
Yeah.
we're gonna hijack it mid-flight.
Yeah.
With the animal thing, I think I failed the check, to be honest. You know, I'm such a good shadow. So I rolled 2 success, and you need a net 3 on the extended test to succeed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's
but
an
it's an
extended
extended
test, you can
test.
roll.
Excuse me?
The way
You roll
extended
multiple
tests
times.
work is there's an overall threshold and a certain amount of time each test takes, and you
Takes
keep
2 weeks.
rolling the test. So yeah, 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you get to roll again and add your hits to working towards the threshold.
I'm such a good shadow, I can't teach a rat how to sit.
Yet. In 2 weeks, maybe, as long as you get one more hit on the test, you will successfully teach a rat to sit.
It's pretty fucking amazing, to be honest.
Every you take 1 dice out.
One has a pistol, one has a carbine. The extraction target has manacles. The has a white lab coat. The extraction target is a 200 kilogram furry ape-like creature.
Okay, yeah. Just gonna wait until the target's loaded onto the vehicle. The vehicle leaves the building and gets a significant distance away with my rotodrone following.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's about 1 kilometer away of a 5 kilometer journey, and you have the target in sight. Your visuals are good enough that you're able to see that the target is not, the extraction target doesn't seem to be compliant. I mean, it's wearing manacles, but it's also trying to give the escorts, who aren't piloting the vehicle, it's piloting itself, trying to give the escorts trouble, just trying to make things inconvenient for them. The spirit, the air spirit, is escorting the helicopter, so it has come along. It seems that its service is to be an escort.
That's
Who else is
unfortunate.
surprised?
Alright, Omen, get ready to neutralize the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. And Godfather, the area jammer on his rotodrone and attempt to hack the vehicle.
Could we not like that?
You
Way
could.
better. It's way better to just.
Yeah, if you have the skill, yeah.
No, it's hard.
Pretty sure bad things happen if I let you kill Smith.
I don't have banishing. Do you have banishing?
I do have banishing.
Okay, let's hope
Not-
it's not,
not
a
very
hunt
good.
force. Do you have to
Vanishing is basically reverse summoning, if I remember correctly. Like, it's the same sort of test. And if you win, the spirit fucks off.
Okay, so if the banishing failed, have a spirit, I assume it will notice that.
You will be basically taking away services owed.
Yeah. I mean, if you fail, I'm still gonna summon something to fight it and keep it occupied so it doesn't kill us. But
You
we're
could have
rolling
multiple
initiative
banish.
first, though.
Oh yeah, and we use astral, don't we? Like, what initiative do we use?
If you're astrally projecting, you use astral initiative.
Okay.
Can I summon an astral?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not astral.
Oh, I didn't have my token selected.
But it means all drain will be physical.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. I'll do it normal.
I mean,
But
you could
banish
have
the astral.
summoned the spirit before we even start and just have him hanging around.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But we've already rolled initiative now, so.
Well, were you ready? You've had this has not been. This shouldn't be a surprise to you. You were told
No.
that there was going to be 20 minutes before the dude. Were you ready or not?
Yeah, that's what.
Alright.
Because when I said before, I think you might have cut out. I was saying if it comes to it, I'm going to summon the fire spirit to attack it.
Excellent. So yeah, we're still in sort of learning, play the game mode. That's so to speak. But Shadowrun is very important to do your preparations. I try to give you as much time as you need, and I try to make sure. Okay, are you ready? Have you got your shit together? So make sure that you've got your fire spirit summoned. So go ahead and do that now. The fire spirit will make its resistances and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So anyway, let's do it. What force spirit are you summoning?
I don't know what force it is. I'll do.
Yeah, because of your sensing score, you only got 2. You don't know the force.
I'll do force 4. 4 should be fine, and it'll
Alright.
come out as a 5.
So it has 4 dice to resist
5
Yes.
or 5
5.
dice.
because it's
Five,
because
because
it's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that 3 services?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I've succeeded 3 times. It's past 3, so I get 6. I get 3.
That magic cheat service uses, by the way.
Cool. Alright. And then I've got to resist. It's a 5 drain, I believe. Well, I summoned a 4.
I think. No. Drains based on how many hits it gets on its test. So we'd got 3.
So I had to resist 3. Okay. Spells. And I take no. Okay. And then I'll have to roll initiative. There we go.
Cool. Alright, this is good. So, starting with the Mage Geek, you will already know, so just visually, if through nothing else, that the helicopter is flying itself. The guy with the pistols is at the controls to the helicopter, but he's not using them.
This is the drone's turn, so technically,
Good point.
it just uses its action to keep up with the helicopter with the area jammer going. So the second it turns on, everything that's not a device I have, takes I think 6 points.
Okay,
which
cool.
should cripple most devices.
It should. Like even here in the heart of the city, where the signal is perfect, the signal is still only 5. So losing 6 off 5 is pretty bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be its turn.
Cool. All right, Omen. So you're ready to go.
And Godfather hasn't taken control yet because it's
Not my turn yet.
Yeah.
But he gives you the signal that he's like, okay. The password is game is on. The play begins.
Okay. I'll send my Fire Spirit to basically try and distract and tango with the Air Spirit that they have, until Fenway can banish it.
All right. So does that mean that they're just fighting, basically?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm not. There's no time to screw around. My command to the Fire Spirit: go kill the Air Spirit above us.
Sure.
Hopefully, because I can't keep commanding it once it's fighting. So.
All right.
Yep.
So I presume you've got the spirit page open, right?
It's. I was looking. It's.
Could be a pain in the
say
ass,
spirit
right?
page?
Like
Page
there's a
3 or page 3 out of 3.
perfect page 3 out of 3. Thank you. This is a Force 3 Air Spirit, so your Force 5 Fire Spirit will certainly have a big edge. Let's work out how to do this.
Is it the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Core Rulebook 303
Core Rulebook.
has both fire and air spirit stats on it.
You'll want that
got that in
page.
mind.
You'll be using that page a lot.
I've got that in my Spirit for Dummies. It's alright.
Yeah, good. Okay, so my Force 3 Air Spirit and your Force 5 Fire Spirit. What are the stats that we're going to need?
Astral Combat, probably.
I guess.
I mean, if you tell 2 spirits to duke it out, that's probably how they do it. I just don't know
Yeah.
how Astral
It'd be-
Combat works.
It would be unarmed combat.
It is
They're
unarmed combat, is it?
Force
Yeah.
plus agility.
Cool. Force plus agility. That's what so your
That's for fighting in the physical plane. If they're fighting on the astral, it'll be astral.
is it? Okay, cool. And is the skill, the attributes are still going to be the same though, right? Like spirits usually have a very simple line of stats.
I think they use physical stats and the physical and mental stats in the astral.
But they're the same stats usually, aren't they? Like the stats are equal to their force.
No, they-
Depends on the spirit
Depending
type.
on
You
what
know, the spirits
kind
of
of-
fire, it's like, body's force +1, agility's force
Yeah.
+2, reactions force +3.
Alright,
So, Spirits of Air have body -2, and body Spirits of Fire have body +1, force +1, and then body is force -2 on the Spirit of Air.
Okay, cool. So you're just going to have to tell me as we go through. Mine's a Force 3, so just keep that in mind. So begin your attacks. Agility plus astral combat? Or no, mental plus astral combat, which would be intuition, I guess. Intuition and astral combat.
So,
Yeah. I think agility translates to logic.
Does it? Okay.
Okay, so logic. So, how would you? What's astral combat for a spirit? Or is it my astral combat or
Equal to its force.
equal to its force? Okay, so it's its force plus logic.
Yeah, it's force
Its
plus
force
its logic.
plus its logic.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
it'll
that
be, for damage, it'll be drink, or it's force plus its charisma.
okay. Well, so
Or
then
its
the
charisma
Spirit of
is
Fire
strength.
Force is 5. 5. And logic is force as well, so that'd be 10d6 to hit.
And the Force 3 air spirits dodge.
The reaction plus intuition, which translates to intuition squared, or intuition times 2.
So 6. Yep.
So, yeah, 6. 1 success.
Smashes it. So 4 net successes. Was it charisma times 2 was the damage? Is that what we said?
It'll be
It'd be charisma plus
charisma
net
plus
successes.
So, charisma is, for a spirit of fire, is just the force plus...
4 net successes.
So, it'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9, roll 96.
And it only has 1 dice to resist.
no.
Body negative two?
Do they have armor equal to their? Oh no, that's only for physical damage. Never mind.
Spirits of air body have force -2.
Alright, so I guess it's just body then. Fail, 9 damage.
Ooh, was that a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
What's the 96 for?
Is that the damage? Do I roll damage or?
No.
It's a straight
Oh,
number.
okay.
Lucky for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
You'd be bad.
That would be right. So it's full 9 damage. I expect that that's going to destroy a body -2 spirit. Like, it probably only has 7 boxes of health. Think that's right?
Yeah.
Anyone can confirm or deny that? Okay, cool. The spirit has been destroyed. The guards are none the wiser. There's nothing that has gone wrong with their vehicle so far. So they're just going to make a perception check to make sure that there's nothing going wrong.
And for me, like, if we get the next time we gain karma, I get 1 less karma.
That's correct.
Well, I didn't actually think I'd kill it in 1 hit. So.
All right. So they're none the wiser. They certainly can't see this near invisible drone that's just skidding around. Godfather, things are going swimmingly.
Of note, if they have like earpieces or any kind
Yeah.
of radios or anything like that, they would suddenly stop working with like a screeching like.
All right, you see them pull their earpieces out. The one with the carbine throws his earpiece out and starts like trying to work out why his tech isn't working. The guy with the pistol has much different reaction. He goes straight for the controls of the helicopter and checks that autopilot is still working. Is it?
Well, let me check.
Plummet out of the sky and crashes.
Depending on this vehicle's pilot rating, average
2.
about 3, and
Yeah.
so it would be pilot times 2 to resist.
Yeah, not much chance. You've taken over.
Alright, he's gonna lock out manual controls.
He's
And,
going for the fucking manual controls, man. And you can see him, he's trying to call in Mayday. Like, it doesn't take long to work out that something's gone wrong. But panic mode lasts more than an instant, right? So these guys are currently panicked.
Godfather's gonna ping Omen and Fenway and say, do something about the guards, would you? As he changes the vehicle's course towards the junkyard.
Brilliant. The vehicle flies off at roughly 200 kilometers an hour through the night sky towards its new location.
Yeah, Omen. Godfather just asked us to deal with like you got the panicking guards before we get to like, the landing zone.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I will come out of the astral, and then I will attempt a summoning.
It's not your go yet.
But yeah, I forgot we're still in initiative.
Cool. Alright. So Shade, you get the transmission. I presume kind of electronic telecommunication that comes through to your comm link telling you that we've got control of the vehicle. Are there any preparations that you want to make here at the junkyard for the arrival of the time?
I'm just getting ready for the helicopter to land. I got my assault rifle out. I have flashbangs loaded up in the grenade launcher compartment, and I'm just making sure the area is clear.
Speaking about this junkyard, actually, we never actually specified how we're securing. What's the plan? What did we do? I guess the plan's already been acted by now. What did we do to secure the junkyard?
We went in and how many people are in the office when we go in there?
There's only one person in the office, and there's probably 3 or 4, you can't tell, people working. And they're out in the yard.
So Andre will take out a big wad of corpse grave, and he will say that he has some stuff he wants to look at in the yard.
Yeah, just a second, I'll get someone to be your escort. And he's gonna call in like a dude to show you around. All good?
And when he gets out there, he's gonna kind of direct them to move different stuff that he wants to, quote, look at over here until he has a nice big circle that he thinks a helicopter will land in.
Perfect. The guy gets the shits after moving the 3rd or 4th thing, but you've got the money, and he's actually got nothing better to do anyways. You create your little helicopter clearing.
And then I'll use, I don't know, we'll sit down and wait. I'll start bullshitting him.
Make a negotiation check or some sort of, negotiation. Yeah, con works well. Con's better.
I will, but probably just gonna hit him with a stun baton then.
It's like the guy like raises an eyebrow and you're just like, nah, fuck this diplomacy shit.
Look, I have a certain set of skills. Talking for very long is not one of them. But out of respect for all you guys, I won't just stick him and bleed him out. Again, it seems like way too many guys.
Gotta get your ass some crime gloves. Those are the ones with the stun gloves with the knuckle dusters built into them.
I will edge that. To hit him with a stun baton.
Did you get 6 successes on that first roll?
That first roll is still, I don't know what it is with the sheet, but when I click on the actual weapon, there's something messed up with that.
With the macro.
Yeah, so it adds like way too much crap.
Yeah, try turning the edge on and off, but other than that, I got no idea.
Well, no, if you look, it's not the edge, but we lost him.
Oh, it's in the tone arcs, Neo.
Yeah, it's not edge, it's just adding in a die pool modifier. Like a huge die pool modifier.
Just check your die pool modifier that it's not like on the number. Because it should ask you like how much you want to add to it.
Who knows what a exotic ranged weapon skill is?
Are you looking for your
for
spirit?
For a spirit, yeah.
It's force.
It's force? Okay.
It's force plus agility.
Yeah, okay, good to know. I can...
That's only for their elemental. If they haven't, their elemental ranged attack.
Yeah.
If you're trying to talk, Arctic, you're muted.
He needs to do something.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back now. I just took advantage of the disconnect to go and do something, but I'm back now. So you are stunning someone, apparently?
Yep.
The dude who helped clear the landing pad?
Yep.
He's stunned. He falls, he might have had a mild heart attack, so he might actually die from this, but it won't be your fault, right?
Look, if he had been tougher, he wouldn't have had a heart attack.
I mean, the guy's had diabetes for 10 years. He should have known that this was going to happen sooner or later.
In that case, I'm doing him a favor. This could be the wake up he needed.
Really, you're a good Samaritan.
I
Now
just try to help.
this will give him his wife time to move on and find someone while she's still in her 30s.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would have been us or the next, like, soy whopper this fucker ate that dropped him. So, like, you know.
Alright, okay, look, I think that we don't... I suppose we should stay in the initiative.
Well, I mean, I don't know what Shade's gonna do, but otherwise I'm gonna call for help. And repeat this 3 or 4 more times.
Perfect. So Shade, what are you doing here? You've got your flashbangs ready. You've got the weapons ready. You're just like waiting for the bird to land, right? Yep, I think Shade's just in position.
Yeah, I'm just in position, and I will also be invisible.
For the bird to land, right? Okay, cool. No worries. Ain't no one going to detect you. So we finally get back to the initiative tracker and Fenway. You were pulling out of the astral?
Yeah, because I need to summon a spirit. We need to deal with the people in the... How does that work?
Well, it'll take you out of this initiative pass anyway, so it'll just drop you out for now. We go now back to Mage Geeker's second turn. Is there anything that the drone wants to do?
I think it'll just steady on.
It's all good? Nothing wrong? Omen, you have a second pass if there's anything that you wish to do in the astral, but your spirit has already destroyed its adversary.
I'll go up to it in the sky, and I'll then command it as its I think it's its second use of 1 second favor. I'll tell it to go cast Noxious Breath on the 2 guards in the helicopter.
Oh yeah, alright.
It's because it's Air Force 5, it has an optional power. The Noxious Breath. I've already read up on it, so I know how to do it. It extends in a cone out from my body meters and can catch up to 2 targets within 1 meter of each other. So hopefully the 2 guards are within that range.
They have no choice.
No, because my magic's 6, it'd be 600 meters. How high was that helicopter above us?
200 meters, and it's already basically travelled a kilometre before we jumped.
Okay. Then no, I'll have to summon a new one.
Alright. So that puts you out of the initiative, basically. Leaving only Godfather with anything to... Oh, I suppose the pilots have got something to do. One grabs the manual controls, discovers that there is no manual controls. The other one just panics. Godfather.
For the Rick, I think summoning a spirit is only like a complex action or something. Binding a spirit takes hours, but summoning one up is like something you can do in mid-combat.
Yeah, you can do it mid-combat.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just dropping out so I don't die from summoning a spirit.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the best track record with summoning spirits, do I?
No.
with the second track, when it comes around the second time, do you get all of your...
Yes.
Right. So I could have summoned another... Yeah, I could have summoned another spirit.
Except you can only have one unbanned spirit, I think, can't you?
But that first spirit's already gone, because it did that first service outside that 1 kilometer, unless it wasn't in that 1 kilometer distance.
600
When it
meters.
killed that first. Well, 600 meters.
We didn't act until a kilometer out, so.
So, yeah,
Well,
that
the
one's
spirit
already
was
gone.
following the thing, wasn't it? So when the spirit jumped the other spirit, it would have been following, like, right behind the aircraft, wasn't it? Because it was escorting it.
Yeah, that's right. But like, we didn't launch until a kilometer. Like that. Well, I was waiting. I was saying, when do we start? We started a kilometer away, so that was when we started.
Yeah, which is over 600, so that spirit's gone, so I can summon a new one now, in the
That's
second
right.
run.
That's right.
Cool. Then I'll do that, and all I need is a Force 3, so I'm gonna summon at Force 2.
Okay.
Which will make it a Force 3, and it's gonna be another Force of, another Spirit of Fire.
All right.
46. That's 5. Only 2 successes.
It only resisted with 1, so 1 net success, a single service.
And resist 2 drain.
Roll 13. 5 successes on that. I don't take any. That's the 8. And is giving a command a complex action, is it? So I have to wait till the next run.
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly
Cool.
right. Yep. So you're
Then
really
that's all
picking it
I'm
up
doing.
now. That's good. So Godfather, we'll do your action, and then we'll clear the slate.
Yeah, if the guards inside have been magically neutralized, he's just gonna keep control of the system, make sure it's not broadcasting, and send it to the rendezvous.
All right. For the moment, the guards are still active, but they are about to be neutralized, and you just stay in control of the vehicle. So, what does the fire spirit is going to do? A gas attack? Is that what it's planned to do?
Yeah, it has a critter power called Noxious Breath, and basically it's a breath attack. It's speed immediate, powers the critter's magic. Its effect is stun damage and causes nausea. Armor is useless, and it's a toxin and drug sort of thing, and it can hit both of them in the same time. And it basically just goes inside and it'll just breathe in them.
Yeah, they've got nothing to stop against it. They've got no defenses, and so even if it
Respirators
doesn't,
will help.
they don't have any respirators, so they're fucked. Yeah, the helicopter's not high enough to require respirators. They're only operating at a taxi level of 200 meters. As I said, it's the top of a freaking building. It's not like when you step out on the balcony of your high rise, you have to grab your gas mask. It's just not like that. So your fire spirit knocks these things out easily enough. Fenway, do you have any sort of assistance that you want to provide, or are you happy with the way things are going?
Are all the guards already out?
There's only 2 guards, and it doesn't happen immediately, but the fire spirit is going to breathe on them enough that it's going to put them out. It might take 6 seconds, it might take 60, but it's inevitable.
Yeah, they do become nauseous though, so they just start violently vomiting all over the inside of the helicopter.
I mean, I'm not sure. I think he's got it.
So's the monkey, isn't it?
It only targets 2 targets technically.
Yeah, the monkey just has to deal with the spew.
Yeah.
This one, I could target the other two with like a similar attack, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh
If you
yeah.
want- there's only 2 guards inside the helicopter, but you can
But there's
definitely.
2 guard and the monkey,
That's right, 2 guards.
Yeah,
and a
no.
monkey.
and then the two pilots, 2 guards.
No, there was no pilot. It was running on autopilot, but one of the guards has grabbed the controls.
Okay, I understand. I thought there was 4 people plus the monkey.
There was 4. There was 4 on top of the building, but they were just maintaining vigil on the building. These 2
Okay, I get it
escorts
now.
came up with the monkey.
Yeah, I understand. Everything's good now.
Alright. Okay, cool. Everything goes smoothly. No police or corporate drones or anything latch on to our vehicle, and it's coming into the junkyard. What do we need to do now?
Does the monkey have an astral presence?
The monkey has a very strong astral presence.
Should we make communication with it before we land? So, just to put across what's going to happen next when we land.
Well, I got a plan B if it's not cooperative, but sure, go for it.
What a coincidence. Andre does too.
Second this ape twitches, it's gonna eat like a stun baton in the back, like a baseball capsule rounds, like.
Monkey want a banana?
I mean, it's got this. How does communication in the astral plane work?
I don't know.
It kind of depends whether or not he can astrally perceive.
Yeah.
Okay, because has a strong presence, I assume he can.
Well, you could try.
Yeah.
But is it just like me sending like a hello in his direction and regardless of the distance, or is it something?
But no.
Is it dual natured? Is the term?
Then,
Yeah.
if it's dual nature, like a ghoul would be able to see you.
Flying around in the sky.
Yes,
Is it your
as
nature?
long as there wasn't anything blocking. Like the helicopter would still block you, like the doors. But if it was looking out the window, it would be able to see you.
I can fly up to the window and be like, "Hey,
Well, you could
It
try,
looks
I
at
guess.
you.
I'll try that then." We've already destroyed the spirit protecting it.
So you find yourself looking face to face with a powerful astral entity.
Actually, I think glass still blocks astral perception.
Come on out of there, whoever you are.
Like
Probably
thermal
does.
scopes.
You can't use imaging in a
No, as in like you can't see through glass with thermals.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay,
To my knowledge.
Yeah.
and I get no like small window in the helicopter I can get into.
Because it's highly processed, so it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So you probably can't look through the window, but you can pass straight through, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that
Stopping him from doing that.
I'll pass through the wall then, the window.
All right. You find yourself looking face to face at a powerful astral entity.
Just a basic greetings, like greetings. Where you, the plans have changed. Like, so we're here to inform you. Like, what's your name?
You're kidnapping me.
I mean, you'll probably end up at better accommodations than in chains, and I'm not sure.
But you're not sure.
Well, we don't get a lot of information about these details.
But you do the job anyway. You don't care.
Things cost credits, and I try to do it like.
And I am a commodity to you, a way to make money. My fate means nothing to you. My well-being means nothing.
I mean, I came here as like a sign of good faith, like just to show that we don't want to hurt you.
But you are kidnapping me against my will, and if I resist, it will surely hurt me then.
I mean, surely the people you work with currently keep you here against your will.
They do, and I do not wish to work for them any longer. But neither do I wish to work for whoever you work for. I wish to be free.
But how do you think something like that would even happen? when we land, just let you go.
I have credits. I am a wealthy man. I could arrange for you to be paid. What are they paying you?
It's 5,000 credits, isn't it?
Mhm.
And that's split between us. When we land, just let you have a code of honor towards the spiritual entity. I don't think I can lie to one.
This isn't a spirit.
It's dual-natured.
It's magic. That doesn't make it a spirit.
No, I'll just tell it. Like, let's give it. They're paying us 5,000 credits.
I will double that if you set me free.
I'll be right back. And then I'll tell everyone that the creature's 10,000 credits. That they'll give us just letting it free as soon as we land.
He holds up his manacled hands. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, then I'll leave. Tell the party.
Yeah.
I say we finish the job. I'm not exactly one for
Hey, I
fucking
get
over
that's
Johnson.
10,000 is more than 5,000.
Yes,
Be smart.
and names will be fucking slandered across everywhere.
Look.
All Johnsons will know we don't do the job.
Hold on. Here's how we finish this job. We have him hire us to extract him again.
We can. That is acceptable.
That's
Your
ethical.
names won't be slandered. Only my name. They're not aware that I asked for help. And I don't give a fuck
Here's
about
how we finish.
Well, how about Shade brings the target back, and then we immediately ambush the location.
I could just say, yeah, I was robbed. You know, you guys bugged me.
We're the corp security response team.
Let's do this shit.
Okay.
If this monkey is rich, make him offer 20,000.
Immediately ambush the location. We should definitely squeeze the monkey. I'm just saying.
Can we get?
We don't know how wealthy he is.
Shake down that monkey.
So yeah, like we go through with this. We let Shade bring the monkey back, get his payment, and then we immediately just jump the location and extract the monkey a second time.
Alright, sounds like we have a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Unfortunately.
Do we let the monkey on the plan?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he
it's cooperative.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so we'll tell the monkey the plan then.
I'm still waiting for
Alright.
that,
It's an opposed
unfortunately.
negotiation.
But yeah, let's make sure he's on the up and up.
Yeah, so what do you tell the monkey the plan is?
We'll tell him that we're planning to trick his current employer and then get the payment and
You're
extract you a
worse.
second time.
Yeah,
Worst
you
negotiation.
I am
suck
the
at
worst.
this, Ben.
Make a negotiation.
Why do you make me do?
Because you're the
wanted to play
mage.
the face mage.
It's done. It's done.
Make your negotiation roll.
I have good negotiation.
+2 for honesty.
Well, maybe. Alright. The scientist appreciates you leveling it with him, and he accepts the terms of your deal, but he wants to make some clarifications. So you're going to get the 5,000 for extracting him, and then he still has to pay you 10,000 to extract him again. Is that how this works?
Yeah,
I'm confused. I think that's what it is.
yeah, that's exactly what we're going for.
Alright, he agrees.
It seems unfair, but we have a reputation to preserve.
He's not really in a position to negotiate, I suppose, so he accepts the terms of your proposal. However, Shay, you get a message when the helicopter is halfway, so it's travelled, it originally was supposed to travel 5 kilometres. To get to you, it's got to travel about 15. It's travelled about 7 or 8 kilometres halfway. When Shade, you get a message. It's going to be here in about 10 minutes or less. The message is, the original drop site has been compromised. We need him delivered not to the laboratory, but to a new location. And they give you the location of a sky-rise bank. You know, a bank building like Citibank, but a towering, glittering skyscraper. They want you to take him to the bank.
They want us to take a fucking ape in manacles and a lab coat to a bank.
That's exactly right. We're going to put him in a vault, a secure place in Bangkok.
Fuck that.
I relay this to the team and say, should I just try to convince him to meet him at a dump?
Take a fucking ape and
At the
manacles
dump?
and a lab coat. Yeah, just tell him a reasonable location if the deal's off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk back to the employers and say, I already have a secure location that we can meet at.
Alright. Make a bargaining check with +2. Negotiation. You have +2 just because, like, this is not a good time to be changing the plan.
Have negotiation? I don't think I do.
You don't, it's charisma minus, or charisma +1.
Yeah. That's it. -1 +2, so +1.
And this, well, be a good opportunity for Edge.
It would be, yeah, not a bad choice.
Switch the edge on to use it.
Charisma. Yeah, you should get a +5 to your roll and exploding sixes.
That's a lot of edge. Oh.
Yeah.
I've never had a character with more than like 1 edge, I don't think.
Yeah, well, standard priority, so long as you're not magic and you're human, you get a lot of edge.
I'm always magic and I'm never human. Alright. They agree to the terms of your like your location. They will be at your junkyard within 30 minutes of touchdown. They guarantee it.
When you say touchdown, that means when we touch down?
Yeah, when the helicopter land, they'll be within 30 minutes.
Right. You got 30 minutes to prep then.
Couldn't we like stage the entire thing before they get here? Just
If we're gonna
blast up the scrap heap and just leave.
Yeah, we still don't get the 5,000, so we get just 10, and we'd ruin your Shade's name, and then
I don't mind
Aztec
mine
will be fucking. Well, Aztec will be on your shit, on your shit list. So, or you'll be on Aztec's shit list.
I mean, you didn't betray it. It's just a fail. Like, what happens to crew fail?
As
Fail?
technology is not a forgiving mega corporation. They're known for trying to kill you even if you do exactly what they say.
This is getting a bit hot. Omen just wants to make a trade at this point.
Are we directly geeking a mega corporation here?
Not directly.
Yeah, I thought we were just working for like a subsidiary of Aztec.
That's why it's one's coming, one's going, huh?
Let's, I got an idea. We
Arctic's gone.
hand the monkey over.
Yeah.
Whatever. Tag the monkey and hand it over and then intercept it en route. That way there's at least some element of anonymity. Like, we all clear out of here and Shay does the handover basically by himself. And then
Right.
But then we grab him again?
Yeah, we could use the helicopter.
What should I have asked for then, like with the 8 then?
All right, let's talk about negotiation. Generally, when you negotiate, you get more than they were offering.
No one ever offers their maximum straight up.
So
It
if
is
you
total
offer
10K.
10K, and you
You go
got
50.
5 on
20.
negotiation, that should be indicating that you get
Like 20,
more.
25. Crazy. And plus, he's literally in. He can't take no for an answer at this point. He's being traded. It's either he tries to pull this deal off as hard as he can, or he gets traded anyway. So, like,
Alright.
you're in the
I
power
suppose like
position.
if you don't screw them over, you can use them as like a contact in the future.
Or if he doesn't pay us, we can sell him for parts. You know, we win either way.
Alright, so everybody
Alright.
with shade, I think, generally clear the LZ so that he's the only one they see.
I'm going to hide. In case Shay needs backup.
Can anybody tell me why the fuck a helicopter is about to land in my junkyard?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can. And, hold on, yeah.
I was gonna
Searching.
sleep with this.
Searching for blood. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, did you use Edge?
No.
Oh no, yeah, I see.
so you stab a guy in the belly?
Is that where he's talking from? Sure.
Apparently not.
Right in the diaphragm.
Oh, ah! His bio monitor starts beeping, calling Doc Wagon. He tries to crawl away, crawl somewhere where he can survive.
Dogwagon won't pick him up if he's dead.
Oh. There's no way
that
to
they
kill
are?
him outright.
So
I mean,
what's
we're
that?
looking at...
Yeah.
So, we're looking at 13 physical
13
minus-
physical, fuck.
minus whatever he absorbs.
So what's your armor piercing?
3.
He's got 6 4 bodies, so he's got 10 dice to his.
Minus
Sorry,
3.
only 7. I'll roll that again, he's only got 7. So 1, 2, 3 successes. Yeah, that's basically going to leave him bleeding out to death. He's not dying yet, but he is gasping for his life.
Oh, on the next initiative pass, I can solve that one too.
So that's the end of him. Let's say he is dead. Someone with this quickly muffled by whoever is standing beside. They're not approaching you. Do you deal with them anyway?
Can I see them?
Yeah, they're about 50 meters away.
Hold on, I got a composure test. Oh, I made it. They get to live. I'll give them shooing motions.
They
Run away now.
They do just that. And the helicopter is coming into land. The only person who is obvious is Shade, and Shade directs it to the ground. The little yellow jacket lands. There are 2 unconscious guards in there, covered in their own vomit. You can't see much through the windscreen because it's covered in projectile vomit. And there is a large, furry, 200-kilogram primate wearing a lab coat that has pulled down his safety goggles because of the spew. He is still sitting inside the helicopter with his hands down.
I'm gonna feed him one of my stealth tags real quick.
What's that mean?
A stealth tag is an RFID tag designed to track basically anything. They come in a couple different varieties. Security tags are like hardened and like visible on the matrix and like resistant to EMP and all that shit. Stealth tags are not visible on the matrix unless you like look for them.
Okay. But
yeah,
it's a tracking device essentially.
Yeah, it's a hidden tracking device.
Do you have to inject it or just clip it onto his fur?
Probably ask him to swallow it.
It's a tracking device but unlike normal tracking devices, it's not constantly transmitting. It only transmits when it receives a coded request to transmit its location.
It's like a ping. Request a ping.
So if they scan him, they won't pick up that he's bugged. But if we do a ping to say, "Hey, where are you?" it'll go, "Oh yeah, I'm here."
Okay, cool.
So they'll only detect it if, like, we ping it as they search.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if they go looking with a bug scanner, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sometimes they won't do that.
But they're harder to spot because they're
they get a penalty.
Yeah.
Throat or was that? How do you implant it on Shade?
I say swallow this Dr. Monkey Boy and put it towards his mouth.
I am not a monkey. I am a citizen of the.
Listen, you want to be free in that, okay? You just do what I say, and we're gonna get you out of here. You better pay up pretty good.
I shall, but I at least believe that we can maintain some modicum of respect between each other.
Sure, I respect you.
So who was he a citizen of? No, I missed it again. Never mind.
The UK.
Ah, cool.
I'm also gonna take the guns off the guards while I'm at it too.
Alright. Cool. One is pistol, is a carbine. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Well, we can just.
And then I'll lead the monkey out to just stand in front of me, and I'll just have a gun pointed at his back.
Cool. Alright. I'm not exactly sure what they
And I'll
are.
ping everyone
we can just
say to get into position.
We're not gonna jump them at the site here. We're gonna wait until they leave with the monkey and ambush them en route so it doesn't get directly linked up. It's also why you're the only person they're seeing.
Should I? No. I was gonna say we could make this even deeper. I could totally contact the people we stole him from after we set him free, get his money. We go for a job for those people.
How many times can we flip back and forth between between being hired to kidnap this monkey and this monkey bribing us to set him free?
No, only once. We only got once.
How long can we milk this cow?
You mean the squirrel?
You can't milk those.
Is that a challenge?
He's the car from the door. So where are we just driving to this point, or well, to the interception point while this is happening? Godfather?
Once the plan is kind of resolved, Godfather will have pulled his truck over and started trying to probably figure out what route our targets might take.
Yeah, right. Well, we know where they've come from because they're going from that casino, more than likely. Oh, sorry, the bank, more than likely. So,
Yeah, so if they're
Right.
coming from the bank, yeah, that's where they wanted to store them, but we just said, fuck no, we're not doing the handoff there. So yeah, Arctic, can I make like a navigation roll or something like that to figure out what route these guys are most likely to use? You there?
no, I
Fuck.
think he is.
Oh, this mic
You
is
made a
bad.
sound.
I'm lagging heavy, but I am here. I'm hearing most of what you.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I'll change to mobile. But can you hear me?
Currently can you hear us?
Yeah, most of the time, all of the time. Yeah, navigation check.
Alright.
Yeah, cool. It's obvious.
My edge. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. If I mean, you can still edge it if you want, but assuming that they come down the main road, only one of them. So presumably, yeah, he's quite certain what direction they can come. But there might be more to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna cheese that. I'm gonna roll the edge.
Yeah, sure. But
6 successes.
6 is good. You've been in Bangkok long enough to know that the most important it's all done by the roads are just too fucking clogged with bullshit to send something important that way. So, for example, let's say you're a bank and you're going to distribute cash in the form of corkscrew or whatever. Plane instead of an armored.
Okay, so we should be expecting air transport.
Potentially.
Okay. Yeah, Godfather will ping that to the team. Advisory likelihood targets will be using air transport.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
We need air support of our own. I can summon more spirits.
That'll probably
me
be the
too.
way to go. I mean, they're expecting this thing's astrally powerful though, so honestly they might have some mages on hand to deal with it. Still,
I can keep them in the ulterior plane until we need them. Oh no, I can't because it's unbound. Never mind.
I mean, same plan might work twice, where we just hijack the helicopter and fly it somewhere.
You already
else
have the
we can
drone.
deal with. Yeah, I can just put the drone under and kill the comms.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as we
Deal
deal with
with
any
any spirits?
mages aboard, and yeah, we should be able to. I think this is viable.
I could maybe try and
We the
astrally.
same plan a second time.
I could maybe try and astrally perceive the handoff to maybe a sense while Shade's doing the trade, maybe to see if there is any.
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
start
good
making my
call.
way over there.
One or two of you astrally percents see what security's gonna be like.
Arctic,
I'll
is there enough room to land another helo here?
Yeah, there should be.
We should tarp this first one.
They'll know it was.
Well, then we need a second place to land the second one. Otherwise, it's going to be a little too convenient if we land them both here.
No.
Yeah,
there's-
we'll just
I
find
said there's
somewhere
room.
else. And, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it'd be
but
funny.
we shouldn't land it here, so that because then they'll know it was us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we should either find a second LZ or.
I don't have a second LZ. This is the one place I knew in Bangkok.
Yeah, so let's think of
I
somewhere
mean-
else.
I think they're
Let me
going
just pick like the top of any car park
anyway.
to drive off.
Yeah, just pick the top of a car park or something.
I think they're going to know it was us before too long anyway. I mean, they're going to know Shade didn't do this on his own.
They'll know nothing. Shade is a dangerous person. I'll vouch for him.
We need to kill Shade now to secure this.
We need to secure this contact. Sacrifices need to be made.
We've made a new private chat without Shade. All talking about the plan.
There's some negative quality where it's like you have a bounty on your head, and it's like it should be high enough to tempt even the rest of the party. Like we don't even have that. We're just greedy enough that we're like, I mean,
hey guys, it's like I have 1 credit bounty, and hands him in.
1 credit, you said. Do they cover shipping?
1 credit more than I had before.
Anyway, yeah, you might want to look for some place to set the second helicopter down. That's convenient for you to pick up.
Yeah, we'll try to map a second site, like a parking garage with an open roof or something like that.
Actually, you don't even need to do that.
Helicopter.
He just wants his freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
So, I mean, just set it down anywhere and don't unlock the doors till he pays us.
I don't think it has means to pay immediately.
Yeah, he'll probably need a comm link or something.
Give him one of the guards.
My idea was we take the knocked out guards in the other helicopter, so when we jump them, we don't necessarily kill them, but we're wearing their uniforms, and then we just knock them out, take the monkeys, so they think the other company just try to take them back.
He'll probably need a comm link or something.
That's right. That is brilliant. Shade is fucking brilliant. Now take what Shade did, bad tactics, and apply it to negotiation and face shit.
Shit, it could.
Look, this is gonna be a very well earned 15 grand. Okay? Assuming this monkey doesn't fucking stiff us. I swear to God, if we get
if this
stiffed by
monkey
this
turns out to be
monkey,
Turbo Bunny, I can't get my payment the other way.
we're gonna fucking go ape shit on him.
Alright. So we need to get there and steal the guards' uniforms, get rid of the fucking bodies, and then we jump them in the uniform. After the trade-off.
Actually,
while they're leaving.
A good thing to be would just be to shoot the fuck out of these guards and make it look like they died fighting off the pickup party.
The guards that are knocked out in the first helicopter.
Yes.
Yeah, shoot them with Shade's bullets, so it looks like Shade did it.
No.
Or what pickup?
Like, if we're gonna do this plan the second time, right?
Do we have 6 minutes to do whatever plan it is?
You make the 2 guards look like they fucking shoot. Like, when we get done with the second one, we shoot the 2 guards with each other's guns to make it look like...
yeah, right, okay, stage a forward. Fine, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah?
Yes.
Alright,
Why would they have fought each other? Just when they were trying to retrieve them?
We'll shoot more bullets to make it seem like they were shot with different guns.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Like
like a second extraction team came to reclaim him. And that explains how he got
the same
away.
gun.
This definitely needs... Shade definitely needs to die for this plan. Like, there is...
No, it'll look like Shade did his job, and the people Shade works for got jumped by the Aztec company. And 4 people are left dead on the ground at the second location.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're going for. We killed these 2 guys and dumped their bodies at the...
So it looks like the original guy kept more
ambush
people.
Aztec. Yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Sounds
you're running out of time, so is this the plan we go with?
I'm going to
No,
clean
this is it.
the...
This is it. We're doing it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I'm gonna clean the helicopter windows of the projectile vomit for 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump out of my body while still in Daddy's car and start making my way thought speed to the site so I can get a visual on a sensing when they arrive.
All right. Okay.
You gonna shoot them now?
Yeah, we're going to once we get the money, we fucking drop them, and we stage it. We are doing that, and then we're staging it as if they fought.
Are we doing it here, or are we intercepting them?
Yeah, no, do it here.
Here,
That's
yeah.
a way better idea.
Yeah, we're staging it
Okay.
here after we kill them, as soon as we get the money, and then we leave.
Alright, fair enough.
Is there any kind of parachute or anything in this helicopter, Arctic?
Did we lose him again?
Or maybe he might be doing that DM frustration thing.
He's trying to now
Well,
go
what
over
do I do now?
notes and things like, fuck, how do I fix this?
Fuck!
This
This was
went
supposed to be a
off the
milk
rails.
run.
This was supposed to be.
This was Shade just like, hey, can I make some extra cash? I need
He
to
had
make
plans and shit he was gonna do for tonight.
Yeah.
We're
Why did it
supposed to
take
get
us
started
6
on the
months?
first job.
It'll be the opposite of the XYZ, where we're jumping to tier 3 missions way too soon. This one it'll be like, why did it take 6 months to even get into the
get
jungle?
to Cambodia.
Yeah. I still haven't even done my shit that I wanted to do break yet.
What did you want to do?
Oh, well, I need to buy some batteries for Ricochet, for his railgun. I need to go
I don't know
visit.
if I can afford them anymore.
Oh, well, after this job, we might be able to, depending on how much we get.
Alright, what's the
He's
skill
totally
to fly a helicopter?
Pilot aircraft.
Yeah.
Can you default in that?
Probably not.
Didn't
I mean, we could just do the autopilot again, can't we?
If it has, it should technically be able to fly itself, kind of.
Yeah.
It would have like 6 dice to it.
If,
I'm doing
if
it.
Daddy, if Daddy sets a course, we can just fucking jump in, right? Dude, even if there's no one in there.
If I set the
Holds
course,
4.
it would still be, yeah.
Yeah, but at least we'll have a set course then. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, a good way to think about autopilot is they call it a dog brain. Because roughly speaking, that's how smart it is.
I'm good with dogs.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So like a dog could probably make its way across a city, but maybe not if it was a helicopter, you know?
Mm.
We're gonna find out.
It doesn't have a sense of, that's a building. Don't fucking fly into it.
Well, it does. It does. It has like, collision, detection, all that shit. But,
He's back, he's back!
like if they start shooting at it.
That was exactly 6 minutes, to be honest. So, all right, they are here. They are arriving. No, but before that happens, Andre, you've cleaned the vomit, you've hidden. Omen's got his spirit. He's there in the astral. Shade has well and truly been trigger finger ready for a long time. Anything else? Ah, fuck! Did tell me you heard that?
Yeah,
we did.
yeah. I was just waiting for someone to say something they wanted to do. But I think we're all ready.
Yeah, Godfather will detach his drone from the chopper and kind of position it near the entrance to the junkyard.
All right. Well, bad news. The news isn't bad because there's astral spirits. There's not. There's not even a great deal of security, though there are 2 rotor drones. The bad news is that this is an armoured bank vehicle, HSBC Bank. So they've actually sent a bank armoured vehicle to come and pick this guy up. It'll be
I have
here
an
within
answer for that.
Alright.
I am going to reach into my pack and take out a spray can and a blasting cap.
Good.
Gonna fucking blow the truck. I love it. This just out of nowhere turned into heat.
Did I get a chance to assess if there was any magically adept people in the group?
There's no sign of any magic, and you can make an sensing check, but there's nothing obvious like a spirit.
Okay, I want to see if there's any mages per se, more mages than anything.
You can't be certain, but you don't think so.
Cool. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'll before anything starts, I quickly jump back out and just wait in the truck watching video feeds.
I will relay to Shade to not let the monkey go until you see my signal.
Lovely.
Quickly jump back out.
So just to clarify, are we going to let them leave and then retrieve
Definitely
the monkey,
not.
or are we gonna start the fight here and pretend we got ambushed during the handover?
Remember, there's no we. It's Shade got ambushed.
Yep.
You can shoot me to make it realistic too if you want.
Oh,
Bulletproof,
don't.
so it's okay.
Not head.
There's bulletproof, and there's bulletproof.
Well, I guess we'll consider this a field test of Shade's armor.
Yeah, I can heal him anyway.
Well, I mean...
I like where this is going. You are some confident bastards. Let's do this.
Okay, the armored truck is about to land. The armored plane. The armored... It's shaped like a shuttle. You guys know what shuttles are, right? It's like a little NASA shuttle that flies down, heavily armored, and prepares to land. What happens?
I will get ready to sneak to the rear of it after it lands.
Alright, that's plenty of cover, so you get into position. They land, they open the rear door because the nose it directly opens the opposite, like a big, I think, Hercules helicopter plane. Anyway, it opens up from the back. They've got guns. The third on the still up in the plane itself, in the guts of the plane, and it indicates with Shade. Is this the...
You said what? I'm sorry, your mic was breaking up.
Yeah, quite a bit. But I find when I have a connection issue, muting Groovy can help quite a bit.
Yeah, look, we've got 5 minutes left. It's much bigger, but I'll get rid of your group here.
I nod and say this is the target, but
I find when I have a connection issue, muting Groovy.
Yeah, alright. Roll down aggressively, down the platform and the ramp. Like on the undercarriage or something, Andre? Yep, cool, no worries. Make a stealth roll, and then make an explosive check to plant them. Yeah, you're invisible. So the correct. Can anyone hear me?
Can now.
We heard that.
Mm-hmm.
The crit stick rolls to your feet, Shade. What do you do?
Make sure it's good, the right amount, and then I kind of just like push the ape towards towards them, like I'm gonna hand them off to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
Make
I'm
sure
just,
it's good.
I'm just
the right
waiting at this
amount,
point to see
and
what
then,
else what the rest of the group does.
like push.
I will run away, and 3 seconds later, there should be a large explosion.
And
Earth
as
shattering
the,
explosion.
as the explosion goes off, in the chaos, the giant primate tries to make a run for it, and jump just away. And we will roll for initiative next week when we start the game. But it begins with our target springing away. It's supernatural agility and power as the explosion tears apart the underside of this armored shuttle.
Still
So I
got
guess-
that fucker manacled, right?
Still mad. He's just running.
Did he swallow the chip?
I saw the chip.
Supernatural agility.
We got his ass.
I was just about to send a fucking Spirit of Man, and the only directive I was gonna give it was bring him back.
No, that can be your next. You can do that next week.
Be creative.
He seems like a monkey of his word, though.
Spank the monkey.
That was
Anyway.
that was a way to solve a relatively simple issue. So fantastic.
I think I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Get a simple drop.